got to move you that way. Move it that way. All right, I think we're here. Okay, all right. So of course we're already having tech issues. How's everybody doing? I got it. I gotta get Kyle set up. For whatever reason, I'm trying to have him go on.
Everybody's doing great, but then they didn't tell.
Go on StreamYard so he could just listen to the guests, and of course, it won't work the way it's supposed to work, even though we tested it several times. So he'll just watch this way. But what it would not be a flying fluffy stream. You got audio.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it wouldn't be a flying fluffy stream if you don't have to listen now. You just for when the guests are on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how we doing? How's everybody doing on this fine? What is today?
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Oh, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Welcome to our 10th anniversary stream. We've got a tremendous number of guests. Kyle is going to auction off all of his silver. It's going to be
too early for that kind of joke.
It's going to be a beautiful thing. So we've got guests lined up all over the place. How are we doing? All right, scrolling up to the top. Bucks, Craig, I know Nosik is gone. Ay vey. And Bob not playing. I wasn't exactly thrilled about that either. Right? That it's less than good news. Can you see the chat from here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Colin says, here's the two ways the first round pick. A loss in any fashion or a win in the overtime shootout and the Sharks get a point.
I think one other team would also have to get a point in that other scenario.
Right. Yeah, it's Tarasov tonight. Gotcha. Hey, David. David says, in last year, Chucky won 2 of the Stanley Cups in a row, won a gold medal in the Olympics, and became a dad. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. No complaints, right? Glad you guys liked the graphics. It was actually Kyle did that. It's a watercolor that Kyle did.
What?
Never mind. We gave Kyle pizza. Donna bought Kyle his own pizza. So he should be just completely ready to go, right?
I think I'm good to go.
Okay. If you want to take a break and not do the guest part and just wait for Grandma and Grandpa, you can do that. If you don't want to be here, that's okay. They're all used to it. Thank you, Bird Oil. Appreciate you, bud. Austin, appreciate you, man. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, you got. Yeah, make sure you buy all of his silver. Absolutely. Thank you, Hungary. Yeah, we've got a little video from Hungary here. Jameson, how you doing? Oh, you got tickets to the Checkers playoff game. That's nice. Good. Hey, Jeff, Niagara Falls. There you go. I know you've been waiting a long time for some good news up there. Hey, Rosado. Mike says, Bob's not playing. It's good. We must lose this hockey game at all costs. Chucky's playing, and he's going to have the new dad energy, so he's probably going to get 5 freaking goals. Yeah, Hungry, way too many rumors about Bob. I know. I don't know what we're supposed to do if we let him walk. There's a rumor going around that we're going to go after Bennington. Yeah, Kyle's in hostage mode. Yeah, you don't have to be here. You could just say hi and goodbye, and I'll run the show.
Well, I at least want to be here for when we open the box.
Oh, he just wants to be here for the gifts. He just wants to be here for the gifts. Go ahead. Go.
All right.
Go ahead. See it. See it.
It's.
No, go
I've
ahead.
only been around here for a few years, but I'll see you later. I'll see you guys later. I won't ditch you for the entirety of
No,
this.
you're done. You've already done ditched. Don't worry about it. I'll see you for the game tonight. I'll be right back, guys. I just got to move the chairs around. Close the door, please.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get this chair out of the way. I'm coming. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. Got my drink. We're good. Let me make sure I got the right headphones here since, boy, I may as well have invited Stu today for as well as that went. Okay. Yeah, David. What's in the box? It's a box from JC that we're going to open up. That's at 5:30. That's at 5:30. So, okay. We're good. That's good. We're back here. Don't need that. Okay. So I guess it's just me. No problemo. All right. Mike says to the folks out there reading rumors about Bob, relax, crying out loud. Unless it's Freeman, then it's yeah. If it's Freeman, yeah. So how many times has Jaws had a rant on this channel? It's got to be 100, right? I mean, because you got to count back in the day. Bennington isn't a horrible option, but we're going to let Bob walk. And then, I mean, what are we going to have to give up for Bennington? Vincent, I created the stream about 3 or 4 days ago. So that might be part of the reason why you didn't get a notification. I would hope that's it. I would hope that's on YouTube. Unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Bulwar Lundell, no, we cannot do it. We cannot. I don't see. Oh God, it would never be Chucky. The draft pick for Bennington. So okay, Craig. I mean, I'd rather have Hellebuck. Hey, Spaceman. Do not eat the basura. Yeah, where's the Bennington rumor coming from anyway? Because that, generally speaking. All right, well, so far, let's see. Hold on a second. So far, this is a raving success. Okay, we've got 5 more minutes before Colby's here. Vincent says, I'd argue that it's a good sign that Bob is in rest mode. It's possible. It's also possible that it could be like, hey, I'm not playing anymore because I don't want to get injured and I need a contract. I mean, it could be that, right? The fact that they didn't get something done already, no bueno. Now, that's different than the rumor about Bennington, right? It doesn't mean that that's what's happening. But, the Bennington rumors from Leafs Court, oh, jeez. I may as well go ask my neighbor that lives a couple miles away what they think. And that's about how much that's going to matter. So we'll see. Hungry says we all know how this will go. Jeff Skinner will be Bob's replacement. Not Stuart Skinner, but Jeff Skinner. Interesting. Gotcha. We could also get an after the game celebration. It's not brain fart. I figured it's not great. It's not great. You know what I mean? But we'll make do with it. We'll make do with it. So, Jeff, since the Panthers are out, who am I rooting for? Well, right now I'm going to say Philly. It's weird. I'm rooting for Philly, but I also would like Skinner and the Penguins to beat the Oilers. But I'd just like a 7-game series there. So we'll have to see. I don't have a specific team, obviously, that I'm going to be married to. Vincent says, so we still get something to be worried about. Yeah, I mean, that's true. there's a rumor today about how the goalies are getting obliterated under the current rules. You mean in terms of making easier for them guys to score? Yeah, there are some pretty good first round matchups. I'm going to have some previews and stuff out over the next couple of days, obviously. I mean, aren't we still trying to figure out in the West, is it 100% set? Because you guys know I was fishing all day and then I had to take care of that. Oh, here we go again. Every damn time, every day, Google Chrome updates and changes my search engine back to Yahoo. I don't want Yahoo. Jeez. All right, let's see here. There's Colby. All right, we got our first guest of the day. Here we go. Hey, Colby.
How's it going? Happy 10-year anniversary, I guess.
Thanks. Yeah. I'm 10 years old today. Yeah, it's what it is. I look a little old for 10, but it is what it is. How we doing, bud?
Doing great. Had like a busy few weeks, but it's good to have a bit of a break from whatever.
Yeah. So you got Stanley Cup picks for us?
I guess I'll just spoil it, right? Actually, I have Carolina winning the cup, but I don't know who they will be playing. It either will be Vegas or Utah, depending on the path that they take.
So you think the Canes actually pull it off?
Yeah, and if Utah makes the cup, I have it being like a 1996 Florida Panthers run. Granted, it's their second season while it was Florida's third, but 30 years later. And then they'll get swept by Carolina. And then I have Vegas also getting swept by Carolina. I think Carolina's going to have a tough time against Ottawa. And if they play Philly, they'll have a tough time. But once they get to Tampa, this is a hot take. I have Carolina beating them in 4 or 5 games.
Also, you think Tampa's getting past Montreal?
Yeah, quite easily, in fact.
Ooh.
But I'm always wrong, so Montreal probably win then.
Yeah, no, I can give away that pick for sure. Definitely, I'm definitely looking at Montreal to beat Tampa. That's to me. I don't know how much I trust. I just feel like Montreal's freaking level of energy is just going to be off the charts, Yeah. And Tampa has not been spectacular second half, or at least since the Olympic break and everything. So I'm thinking we're looking at Montreal getting there first. There goes Spaceman. I think we're getting Montreal finally going to win around. They got in last year, and I just think they just got too much. I think they're going to skate them to death. They almost skated Washington to death last year. I don't know Vasilevsky is Vasilevsky, but he hasn't been Vasilevsky in the playoffs the last few years.
Yeah. I talked to some Tampa fans, and they're like, if we don't beat Montreal or even get past the second round, I want the house cleaned. So they want not only Cooper fired, but they want GM Julian Breezewell fired too. They want like a whole overhaul. So Tampa fans feel a lot of pressure right now. That's what I'm getting at least.
Right. So what's your prediction with Bob?
I don't even know. Because I don't know if they have a direction of who they want as their next goalie. Hey, Skitter's going to be a UFA. Imagine if Florida gets him and all the backlash.
I mean, I wouldn't be against Skinner being the backup.
But a starter. I mean, I don't think he's that bad.
He's just inconsistent,
Yeah.
And that's really the issue and that's why. I mean, I still don't understand what Edmonton was thinking, that Jari was going to somehow be better.
And Ingram might have good stats, but the way that his body language is throughout the game, he just looks very nervous, very agitated easily. And I truly think, and I haven't made my actually no, it's not going to be Kings Oilers. It's not a guarantee, but if that's a series, I actually have the Kings beating them because well, number one, they have to somehow beat them at some point. Number two, I truly think Jari and Ingram are worse goaltenders in a postseason setting than Pickard and Skinner.
So what are the games? We got the Ducks are playing the Preds tomorrow, and then the Kings play the Flames tomorrow. So we're not going to know that whole situation until and the if the Ducks win, I guess they clinch because they'll have the tiebreaker. But if the Ducks only get 1 point or they lose, we won't know that final playoff matchup until after the Kings game is over. Yeah. And that game don't even start till 9 o'clock. So for all of us over on the East Coast, good luck making content, right? We're going to be last to the party.
Yeah. You know? And it's like the East already has a matchup solidified.
Right. So, yeah, well, I'm going to have some videos out in the next couple of days. It's kind of was a little bit anticlimactic because we, especially in the East, we had like 3-4 teams just like tied. And I really kind of felt like it was going to come down to the last day. And then Ottawa said nope. And the Wings said, never mind. You know what I mean? The Wings and the Jackets just said, nah, we're good. We're good.
I have like two separate scripts of how it's going to go. So for round one, Buffalo-Boston. Buffalo's going to beat Swayman real badly the first two games. And Buffalo's going to be up 2-0. And everyone's going to be like, oh my God, Buffalo's going to win their first series in forever. Boston shouldn't be here. And then Boston will somehow score like 3 goals on 10 shots on Lyon. Then Lyon's going to be pulled game 3. He's rattled. UPL comes in, doesn't do that much better. Game 4, UPL starts because now Lindy Ruff is panicking and he gives up 2 goals on the first 2 shots. Lyon comes back in. Boston ties the series, and then Boston wins game 5 and 6 in overtime. So the Sabres of old are going to come back, not immediately, but once the series shifts to Boston. So that's one of my scripts coming into the postseason. Okay. Another one is whether Minnesota, because I have them making the conference final after sweeping Colorado. So whether, I have that as a hot take.
It's a little early in the day, Colby. Are you sure about that?
Sure, pretty sober, but if Minnesota,
did you say sweeping Colorado?
Yeah. Colorado's been very pedestrian the second half, and I know momentum sometimes doesn't matter, but I'm not high on them. And Wedgwood and Blackwood, in my opinion, are just backup goalies on a great team. And I know that will upset a lot of people, but see how Blackwood did against Dallas last year. You're literally costing the series, and I don't trust Wedgwood either, even though he will be their starter most likely. And, of course, we'll escape LA and probably Anaheim, but Minnesota breaking the first round curse, they're going to have all this emotion, be on a cloud 9, and they'll be like, we finally made it out of round 1. And Gustafsson and Wallstedt are 100 times better than Wedgwood and Blackwood, in my opinion. But then Minnesota in the conference final, either against Vegas or Utah, will have all of the hope. They're like, Minnesota, we might finally win. We might break the Minnesota sports curse. And then they'll have a 3-1 series lead on either team. And all they need to do is win game 5 at home. And then either Utah or Vegas wins the next 3, including a game 7 double overtime win. And then Minnesota gets back to the choking narrative.
Jeez. All right. So if this is I'm putting you on the spot, this will be the last thing. If we do move on from Bobrovsky, what do we do?
That Tyler Muslik signing, I mean, they might just sign him to sign him, but I don't know. Maybe there's a bit of a surprise there. What I'm thinking is, hey, maybe they keep Tarasov and then start the season with him, with Muslik backing him up, and say Tarasov lays an egg and Muslik does better. They're like, oh, might as well just risk it and start Muslik.
Yeah, no, I don't see that. They got to have a top flight goalie because all these guys just signed contracts. I'm of the opinion just pay Bob what he wants and just be done with it, because with the forward group's got about another 3-year window. You know what I mean? And we already are going to be in bad enough shape once the 3 years is up, especially if we go on like another couple of long runs, right?
Yeah.
Especially if that happens. We already going to be in bad shape and then end up, in a few bad years of dumping contracts or whatnot. So I just say pay Bob what he wants and see if we can win another cups and then deal with the aftermath later. Or give Chicago their first round pick back and they can give Spencer Knight back.
All right. So before I go,
Yeah.
So obviously my first name is Colby. If you guys don't know me, Colby, and then my last name is Kistner, Kistner, and that's my YouTube channel name. First and last name. I'm previewing every series. I already uploaded the Philly-Pittsburgh preview, and then once some of the other games conclude tonight, I'll do Tampa, Montreal, Dallas, Minnesota, etc. So please check out my YouTube channel.
Yep,
and
definitely.
Thank you for having me, Eric.
All right, Colby. I appreciate you, brother. We'll talk soon. Okay.
Thank you.
Right. All right, so we've got Dana coming up here. Let me see. I'm looking at my schedule to make sure I get everybody in order that I told him. Yeah, Dana's next. Okay. You can't expect me to remember these things. Dana's sideways.
See me?
Hey, Dana, I see you now.
I can't. Am I side?
You're sideways. Hi, Dana.
Wait, I don't know. I don't
There we go. All right, good job.
Is that better? Because I can only see like a little piece of me.
Yeah, no, you're good. We can see you now. That's a hell of a jersey.
Yeah, it's my double.
Look
Double.
at that.
With 2 little cups, the double.
That
I was
is-
ready where I was going to put the third one this year, but I won't have to worry about it now.
Yeah, I had the same problem with the signs in the recap room, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to come on and say congrats, 10 years. Oh my God, I can't believe it's been 10 years.
I know. So for those of you who don't know, Dana is member numero uno. She's
That's right.
the very second I asked for money on the channel, she was right there from day one, from the memberships, from the Patreon, from before the memberships.
Yeah,
So-
I remember your first the Goodbranson video. I remember that. That was a crazy time. All the crazy times we went through the last 10 years, and now we won 2 cups. Who would have thought it?
I know. It's
It's crazy. It's just crazy. But congratulations to you guys, all of you. And I want to say congratulations to Donna. And I'm glad she's part of this now because I can see she really supports you.
yeah.
And I was around when them other ladies were around.
Yeah. Dana knows where all the skeletons
Yeah.
are. She knows where all the bodies are buried.
Yeah, so I can't believe it's been 10 years. It's just, I cannot believe it's been 10 years, but I hope you have like another 10, 20, 30 years. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, I got nothing else to do.
Yeah,
Right.
so I'm on my way to the game because I want to beat
All
all
right.
that traffic. But first, I want to ring the bell.
Hey, we got a Chucky Bill. Here we go.
And let me take a little toast to you.
Oh, nice. There you go.
And let's hope the boys come back next year.
Yep.
Heal up, rest, reset, refocus. And I hope Bob is back because that's kind of bothering me. He's not playing tonight.
Yeah. I think everybody going to the game tonight would have just assumed last game he was playing.
Yeah, I'm a
So-
little bit stressed about that, but you never know. He might still be around. But
Yeah.
okay,
hopefully.
so good luck tonight. I'll check in off and on
All right.
during the game.
Okay, thanks, Dana. Take
Hello,
care.
I
We'll
want to
see
say hi
you.
to Simon because Simon always says hi to me,
Yep.
and David. They always say hi to me, and Mrs. Joss.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Talk
be
to you guys
good.
later.
Talk soon.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
bye.
All right. Hey, thank you, Henderson. Appreciate you, bud. Here's the 10 more. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. So, I saw a question. Oh, Andrew. Yeah, we're gonna be we're going to be streaming, Andrew. We're going to be streaming multiple series like we normally would. It just won't be Panther games, obviously. I don't have any. The way we're going to work it is Kyle and I will stream, and he'll pick a team, and I'll pick a team, and then like last year, when Dallas came back, and was it Dallas coming back and winning or Dallas blow? Whichever one it was, I forget. We had a good time. So yeah, we'll still be streaming plenty of games, and I'm happy that Philadelphia made it in because I get to do a whole series full of Rocky impressions. I got the hat already and everything. So good stuff. Bulwer says John's going to wake up one morning. The Panthers are going to make a massive trade and leave him dumbfounded. Well, that already happened, right? That was the Kachuk trade. So, all right. Hey, JC, real quick, are you good? Because I didn't get a response. Are you good for 5:30? Let me know. All right. Next up, we got the man responsible for about 80% of my jersey collection, Jameson.
Hey.
How we doing, bud?
We're doing good. Hey, for one more day.
For one, yeah.
We're still the triple Eastern champs. We're still the double champs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This fun little cup. Do you have any Stanley Cups at your place
I
like
do
this?
not. No,
okay.
I do not.
Because there's a big brand hockey store near me, and they have like so many of these. So when they go on sale,
okay,
one up for you. I'm sending your way because this would be sweet to have for the playoffs. Right?
I appreciate that, man.
When we're back in next year.
Yeah, exactly. I still got to make room for the third sign. That it's not done.
You got time.
Yeah, I got time. Yeah. I'm gonna, like we said, I'm gonna print out. Were you on the stream that day with the noon stream? When I did the tankathon,
and the Panthers got like one.
Yeah. So the couple of days ago, a week ago, we got to the 8th spot, and I was like, well, all the other times I had just done it on my own, but this one particular time I said, you know what? I shared the screen, and I said, all right, so we're in the 8th spot. Let's see what happens. And they won. They won in the first spin. So I took a screenshot, and the idea is that I'm gonna print it out, and we'll frame it next to the 1 cup, 2 cup, win the draft lottery.
Well, I hate to burst the bubble, but come May 5th, we're gonna have Gary Bettman saying the number 1 pick goes to Vancouver Canucks, Gavin McKenna.
I love it.
Yeah, I tried to have it on with tape there, but it kept falling off. But I wanted to show this because when I went to the game on the 17th, Kyle's birthday, which I sent you that text message, I had a sign to post on the community board saying "Happy Birthday, Kyle," and of course I forget it in the car before I go in the game.
Yeah, I remember.
Dummy. Yeah. But yeah, I went to the Canucks team store. I got my daughter wanted the Luongo jersey, and it's got the Luongo thing here.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Yeah, I see that.
And also, funny thing, I was just looking around some stuff, and I found the Luongo bobblehead. There he is. And it's funny because he's been on the shelf for so long. You can see he's got like gray. He's got dust, so it looks like he's got the salt in his hair, like he does in real life.
My little guy's got dust too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see the stand has got all dust. Yeah, there. Yeah. Yeah, he's back over here on top of my MVP trophy from Upper Deck.
Nice. Yeah, I can always see him kind of in the corner there. So
yeah, it depends on how I have the camera.
Yeah. I wanted to talk a little bit because I know we were talking with not Colin, who's the first, Colby, right?
Colby, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, I think you mentioned like last week, you're like, yeah, we're expecting to get that Bob extension announced today, right?
Hello.
It just seems like that's got to be the plan, right? Like there's no backup plan. So, I mean, you know, my envision, I think, in a perfect world, if we see it, Bob, as we talked about, give him 3 years, 8 million, 8.5. You know, he could go lower, but I'm not sure if he's going to accept that. And then I would probably bring back Tarasov on like a 3.25 million 2-year deal.
Right.
And then we can bring along Black or whoever we want in the system, and then kind of make the transition there. You know, who knows if Bob's going to play that entire contract? Like, for all the injuries that's happened this year, like, Bob's been healthy as an ox, right?
Yeah.
So
No, he's been fine.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
To me, like I spent some time outside last night thinking about it, and you know the conclusion I kind of got to, like a little bit what I was talking about with Coley's, like I feel like we've got another 3-year window, and because I mean we already seen what 3 long runs did to us now, and they were younger, so you got to figure 2 or 3 more long runs, and it's probably going to be tapped out.
Yeah,
and so to me, I'm figuring like even if, and I know that this is going to sound crazy, but even if he wants 5 years, it's like we're already going to be in a spot where, you know, within 3 or 4 years, we've got aged guys that aren't probably going to be at the top of their game. And I say that because what's the alternative? Unless you're going to go trade, there's like 3 goalies, Shesterkin, Hellebuyck, and Otter, that you would say, or Bennington, or if you wanted to call Ford there, maybe. But I mean, the Rangers aren't trading us Shesterkin. That ain't never going to happen. So you're dealing with any of the guys in the Western Conference, and oh, it never came through, Jeff. I'll get you a new link. I'll get you a new link, bud. No problem. What it would cost us to trade for one of those guys, I just don't know, man. I mean, I guess if we you know get the 3rd or 4th pick in this draft and you trade it for a goalie, like okay, you know, fine. But even, you know, Tkachuk has been on saying, hey, you know, we don't want to play in front of anybody else. And I guess the only thing of it is that what is he asking for that we don't have it done yet? That's my biggest concern, is like, what in the hell is his agent asking for? What do you think?
It's a little surprising, right? Because you think, you know, all the ducks are in a row here. Everybody signed. Everybody took a friendly deal. You think Bob already got paid. He got his money. Just you know, like take the team friendly deal. Stay, keep it together, right?
Right.
So, I mean, you know, who really knows? But I mean, I would be just shocked if he signs a 2-3 year deal to like to go back to Columbus or I don't know, somewhere else in the East or maybe even the West, right? So. I didn't want to speculate on that too long because I mean we're just gonna have to wait and see. Hey, maybe in a couple hours we get the news and this is all moot. But
please,
please, God.
Please,
because I think you're totally right. You know, for all that happened this year, we get the rest. We're gonna come back so strong. Yeah. I'm so excited for next year. I know a lot of people in the chat are because like. We know what we have to do. We can have a strong start. We don't have to win the division. You know, we can finish 2nd, 3rd. Like we don't care, right? Like just get in the playoffs. Just do what you need to do. And I think again with the goaltending duo, if we have Tarasov back, he'll only probably play better under Bob. Get a little bit more chemistry. The two of them. He still kind of knows his place, but if he wants to push them and try and get that number 1 spot, that might help Bob a bit too, which it has in the past. But yeah, and. You know, this playoffs is really fun. It's kind of nice to go into a stress-free playoffs. Like once you've accepted the fact, I like that you like Philly too, because I mean, I love teams that kind of rally at the end. You know, not quite like we did in 2023, but you know, they really played really well, and Talkett's got them playing awesome. Zegras like is back in a whole different role. He doesn't look like the same player yet. He's producing like an amazing and. You know, Philly, Pittsburgh, it's going to be great.
That's going to, there's not much better. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I mean, especially if you're a fan of '90s hockey, it's just a beautiful thing. What do you think about? Because I mean, you know all the roster decisions that we have. Like, what do you think about some of these young guys? Do you think Cole Reinhardt, aka Timu? I mean, like, we've got too many guys. So
Yeah.
if you're Zito, what are you thinking?
Well, first of all, definitely not Zito. No one's Zito except for Zito. The guy's a king, right? It's weird because we had the same team. We wanted to run it back. That didn't happen. Now we have all these guys. I just don't put a ton of stock into what's been going on this last month with everyone out. So like I mentioned in the comments, like the lineup of guys out of the lineup in their street clothes, like shaking hands with Jonathan Quick.
Yeah.
That was insane. It was like laughable, right? Like how many guys were out of the lineup. So I think obviously we're gonna probably need two of these guys. I was thinking about, you might ask me that. I'm not super sold on Cunnin, but I think there's still something that maybe Paul likes about his play. I think he fits kind of our system a little bit better. Of course, in a reduced role, he might actually be pretty good. We all want to see Greer back, but as we talked about before, he's earned himself a payday. He's probably gonna cash in on that, and all the rights to him. He deserves it. So. I mean, Timu, I almost, it's hard to keep track of these names with all these guys.
I know.
It really is for me. Got Hinostroza in there, and then, the Reinhardt.
And like Colin is saying, don't forget about Vilmanis.
Yes, yeah, and I like Vilmanis a lot. He's a big body. He's great. So I would like to see him, we're going to be 1 year older, so we're going to be rotating guys. I think a lot of our teammates, they'll probably expect to sit maybe a night or two, back-to-backs on road trips, work some of these guys in there. We don't know how the cap situation is going to turn out, but thankfully this year we have an absolute clear picture of where we're going to stand in the cap. Not that BS that happened last year with switching us last minute. So
changing the rules.
That was garbage. I was so mad about that, and we talked about it before. But it's I mean, I just want us to get healthy. I got a feeling a couple things that this team is going to get on the ice together early. Like, we're probably going to be hearing reports about them in like early September being in the building, practicing together, like full team practices. Because, most of the guys are there. They're probably, just ready to chomping at the bit at that point to get back out there. I still kind of feel like Erod might be moved in the offseason.
That was going to be my next question, was Erod or Schwint at 4C?
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of teams would take Erod just like that if they want to, improve their top nine, because as you know, you can move kind of up and down on a good team, right? Yeah. So I mean, unfortunately, we might have to see bye to Erod, but we got one more year out of him, which we didn't think we'd get.
There goes David.
David. And it's pretty good. I'll try and wrap it up, keep it moving, because I'm sure you got a lineup of people coming on. Just want to.
We're good. The next one, the next guy's not till 5, so don't rush yourself.
Okay. Well, I wanted to just bring it back to this, and don't get me wrong, like. If the Panthers get the number 1 pick, I'm going to be excited. I mean, the idea of McKenna on our team is just, come on, like, except you think we're hated already. We're going to be, everyone's just going to despise us as an organization, right? But whatever. But I mean, everything's good in my life, but just being a hockey fan in Vancouver is it's not too fun around here. We're in a bad spot, and it's just been, you think this season's been hard for the Panthers, like we've been in the tank since November, like mid-November. It's been like,
you guys
can we just
have
get this
60 points?
I don't know, but like, we're healthy. Like, we're going to go into the game against Edmonton
58
with like
points.
All our guys, like everyone's there. No one's like out for the year.
Right.
Except for Demko, of course. But yeah, how it all fell apart. I came on one of your live streams at September or early October, and I was talking about the Canucks and the defense, and we got Quinn Hughes, we got a solid top 6. It's like all that's falling apart. We don't know what we're getting from Demko, who has an $8 million 3-year extension kicking in next year. We just we can only hope that he's going to be better. He's going to be good, but we need number 1 overall draft pick in the worst way, like in the absolute worst way.
Yeah.
We need hope. Like 2014, I started really. 2012 is when I really became a Panthers fan. But when we got that first overall pick and we got Ekblad, I'm like, okay, like this is the guy, a cornerstone that we're gonna build something. Like even then, I'm like, okay, we have Aaron Ekblad. He's going to be great, and he's been, Ekblad for us. We don't have to talk about him, but I'm like, this is how it happens. You start with your cornerstone pieces. You start with the guys. You got to keep looking in the future, right? And then things even got excited in 2016. We had Yager, we had that great season.
Right.
So even in 2 years, you can have an exciting team. You might not be cup contenders.
Yeah, you might not be ready for a cup, but at least you've got the fan. We had to rebuild the fan base. I mean, it was rough around here for a long time.
And that's the thing, man. Like I've been going to these Canuck games. I try and at least buy tickets to go to the Panthers Canucks every season, right? I want to see the Cats. When I started doing this back in 2018, I think 2019, I could count all of the Panthers fans wearing red in the lower bowl on two hands, right? And then on Kyle's birthday, March 17th, there was fans everywhere. So.
Right.
It's that old adage, winning cures everything, right?
Right,
you win, you get
winning
fans,
does.
you get revenue, but I was just shocked. I'm like, look at all this freaking red here. It was incredible, and just fun talking to people and all that. Shout out to, who was it, Silva Throne? I think he's a Canucks fan too. So I see him on the chat, and he's going through all this with me. I did want to give a few shout outs to some members, David, Craig, Eisenite, Colin. I got some written down here. Dana, who's just on. Dana, the OG, the original.
Yep.
Dana's amazing. Alechka, hilarious. MJ, True, JC. Dude, JC's collection, anybody's a Panthers fan, is just
I know.
got the most freaking amazing collection. I love when he gives little tours and stuff and shows us what he's got. You rock, JC. Trey, I mean, we got to figure it out. We got to ban Trey. Get him out of here.
Trey's coming on later.
We got to ban Trey. No more. I'm kidding. Trey, don't ever change. You're hilarious. Without you, this channel wouldn't be the same. And then Great White, Goat White, obviously super chat king. This guy's taking the throne as the big time super chat guy.
Hell
Keep that up. And Bolvar, scientist, Colin, all the people who are always there all the time. Kenneth Munro, shout out to you, Chargers fan. Speaking of that, we got to get a little football in.
Yeah.
You're Super Bowl champions. I just want to say, I think about it all the time. How the hell did the Seattle Seahawks win the Super Bowl? I have no idea. Not only did they win the Super Bowl, it was the most stress-free NFL playoff run I've ever done. It was 10, 15 minutes of real time against the Rams. It got a little hairy.
Right.
But other than that, it was this is easy. We got it. And I don't know. I love my Seahawks. I've been a Seahawks fan for 20 years. I've seen videos online, and it really rings true. It's once we beat the Patriots there, we're free. There's no burden. There's no should have ran the ball. It's it's such a weight off our shoulders.
And the best thing is your head coach didn't get an NFL reporter fired.
Yeah, I saw it. It's been all bad since they lost that game. There's been some not great things happen in the past.
Yeah.
But oh well, you're not going to catch me crying about it. Anyways, but yeah, love the Seahawks. I can't believe they won. Are they going to repeat? Probably not. But hey, we got 1 year. And that was freaking awesome. It's so out of the blue because, in the NFL, it's you go into the season, you're we got a team this year. We can go to the Super Bowl. We might win. And then halfway through the year, you're we're still looking good. We might go. And I didn't get that feeling till December. I'm okay, they're a pretty good team. That defense is amazing. And the one thing I kind of correlate sometimes is in NFL, when you have a really great defense, it's kind of like having a really great fourth line in the NHL playoffs. You're excited to see them when you see them come over the boards and they run the play and they
set the
get
tone.
Chances. Yeah. And we got all that in the last 2 rounds against Carolina and Edmonton. I love that Nosek, Greer, and Gadget. They were just so exciting to watch, man. They would pin the other team in. They would get chances, and hardly would they give up a lot on Bob too. So that's when you know things are going good.
And now Nosek broke his leg again.
Whoa, is that what you were
Oh,
talking about before?
Oh yeah.
didn't hear
I
that.
think his tibia or his fibia. I don't remember which one Paul
Oh, no.
said, but yeah, he broke his leg, and then he still went out and took a shift. Yeah,
That's a hockey player for you.
yeah, man. It's just been a crazy year. I mean, I don't know what the record is for man games lost, but it's just been. I mean, we couldn't even make it. I'm like don't even want Chucky to play tonight because I'm like, man, do we need to he's because Forsing's not playing because
Right.
his back is bothering him.
Okay.
And
Good.
so, Chucky's gonna go out there and he's gonna play. So hopefully he only plays like 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, again, he's gonna have that new dad energy. He's gonna be shot out of a cannon tonight.
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Exactly.
So all the best for Chucky. Just play a few shifts in the first, shut it down, man. Like we don't need him going into the off season with anything to deal
Yeah.
with. Like really,
Yeah.
just enjoy your family time, all that. I know this gets brought up a lot on the channel, the Brady Kachuk thing. I gotta say, I'm not really on board with it.
Okay.
I mean, Brady's a great player. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. There's something there that I'm like, just don't. I think it might work for like a short period of time, but like just the
Right.
way those guys play and the longevity and what we might have to give up if we do trade for him, if we
Right.
don't wait the 2 years to sign him.
Okay.
I don't know. I just I got a weird feeling about it. And not that I don't think it's a bad thing or those two would be too comfortable or anything like that and not elevate their play. I'm sure they
Right.
would, but I just I don't know. I think maybe they're almost getting to a point where they're peaking and you don't want to catch one of them or Brady on his downslope. Like I don't know. Like I just want to
fair.
throw it out there. So I know there's always like trade for Brady or we're gonna get Brady. So I just want to let you know I'm kind of in the opposite camp. I think we should
Okay.
still continue to get younger.
Yeah, I mean, I
do
can-
draft and
I can see that. See that. My biggest concern, before I let you go, like we said, is Bobrovsky. And then what do we do if we don't? It's just pay him. Just I don't remember the movie. I can't remember the movie, but there's a line in the movie that was just pay that guy what he wants. Oh, it's from Jaws. Yeah. It's from Jaws. When he's yelling at the mayor, he's like, just pay that guy what he wants.
yeah.
That's exactly how I feel about it.
I watched Jaws 1 and 2 with my daughter over the summer, and I have the third one like ready to go, and I'm like, I don't know, like we just haven't gotten around to it. I'm like, oh, it's a summer movie, and she's always like, wait, let's put on Jaws 3, and so she wants to see it.
Jaws
really bad.
3 to me is better than 2.
Really? Okay.
Now it's not 2 was like basically they tried to make Jaws 1 all over again, just without Hooper and Quint, and it was. But Jaws 3 is its own basic. I mean, it's still got Sean and Michael in it, but as long as you don't take it too seriously and you're just having a good time, it's a fun movie. You know what I mean? As much as a movie about people getting eaten by sharks can be fun, and what the hell's her name? The girl from Back to the Future, Leia Thompson. Leia Thompson in bikinis is most of the movie, so definitely recommend.
Maybe I'll be a bit more excited to see it. I wanted to just cap this off. I had this framed after Game 6, just a photo of my daughter and I celebrating.
Oh, nice! Look at that.
Cup. A good friend of mine. Sorry, keep on. There we go.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine took it, and hockey's family, man. This community, this channel. Congrats to 10 years. It's like family, right? So
it is.
Even though I've never met, I've only seen maybe a few people that I see in the chat, but I don't talk too much. But I'm usually there. I'm usually listening or
You're there.
part of the chat, and
Yep.
I'm reading the comments, and I think we got just an unbelievable community. So I wanted to give the shout outs to everyone. Last thing I want to say, if you want to ask people, one of my favorite streams, like over the last 10 years, wasn't even a Panthers stream. It was back in 2023 when we did Chicago and Pittsburgh, the game 82, where
Is that
Pittsburgh
right?
needed a point, because that game was so much fun, that third period. and it was just so nerve wracking, right? And I remember texting in the chat. I'm like, I can't believe we made the playoffs, like in that
Man,
2023.
you know,
Like,
I'll
I
be
couldn't
straight
believe
with you. I didn't remember that.
it was a fun one for the chat too.
Yeah,
Like, we were
I mean,
having
now
a good
that you're
time.
saying it, I'm like, that's right. But I didn't even. Yeah, as that was one of the first times we did a non-Panther stream. Might have been the first time because that was the first year we streamed.
Yeah.
So yeah, interesting. I hadn't even thought about that. So
yeah, but I mean, hey, if you want to ask people or if anybody's listening, just mention maybe a stream that stuck out to you. I know there's been a lot. There's been a lot of fun ones too, and
yeah,
I think Kyle is still doing a great job. When he came in, he was doing great, and it's just great to have kind of you both now. Like, he's not, unless he's going on vacation again.
Yeah, no, he abandoned me here today. He's not, yeah.
I saw him at the beginning, and also, it seems like this channel is kind of going into like a Buffalo Sabres channel. I'm on board with the Sabres. Last couple weeks, I'm getting a little nervous for them though. Like, I mean, they're in a little bit of uncharted water, so they gotta kind of start strong. I think they got to win their first game, and then they might be okay if they get rolling. But I'm getting a little nervous that they might blow it in the first round. But also, I think, Edmonton,
getting in and learning how to win are two different things.
Exactly. Yeah. And they're gonna have to learn that because they're in, and all the hype. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be a great atmosphere. But I think Edmonton, just like us, I can see them maybe going out in the first round because they might just be out of gas.
They might just be out of gas
unless Draisaitl comes back and everything's amazing again.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they go out. But anyways, that's my time. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate that.
Appreciate you, brother.
And,
all right. We'll see you again soon. Okay.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers. Okay. Thank you, Jameson. Now I have to send somebody a link here. So just bear with me because I thought I had gotten him the link, but apparently I did not. But that is okay because that's what phones are for. All right. Okay, Jeff. Yeah, I'm going to send it right now. So just bear with me. Just bear with me. Okay, let me see here. There it is. Okay, Jeff, it was sent. I have your text open, so let me know if you didn't get the link. And I'm here. All right. Oh, there's Jeff. Okay, so let me see. We have Jeff up next. And then, okay, so we'll see what happens at 5:15. Let me see here. I'll be right back with you all. Since I got abandoned, so I'm running this by myself here. Okay. All right. Come back over here. Okay. Thank you, Icy. Appreciate you, bud. Thank you, bud. Hi, Lilia. Okay. Vince says abandoned ship. I got abandoned. I should have just had Stu do it with me if I knew it. That's how he was going to be. So hopefully he'll come back. He didn't want to come back until we opened up the big package from JC. But everything else, I guess, he wasn't interested in. That's okay. That's okay. Like I said, for the some people have asked the question. Yes, we're still streaming playoffs. We're doing 2 series. I know we're doing Tampa Montreal I think we might do Philly Pittsburgh, but they got to be on every other night, so the schedule is going to, have a say there in terms of which 2 full series we do. And I'm going to try to do some Western Conference games up here by myself, the late games like that, and try to do those as much as I can. And usually the way it works with the playoff streams is, let's say Tampa, Montreal ends at 9:30, and any of the other games are in overtime or going long, we'll finish those games up as well. I'm going to have as many recaps of the games as I possibly can do, to the point where I've been meaning to buy another laptop because I can edit with both of these, so I need to get another device. I think Donna might have another laptop around here somewhere that I can stream with, so that we can bounce around from room to room. Boulevard, yeah, definitely. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Jones.
I want to beat your damn ass. What's up, dude?
How are we doing, Jeff?
I'm all right. I've been fighting for a half an hour with this computer. It seems to think it doesn't have a camera anymore, so I am doing this on my phone.
Okay.
And it probably looks like it was recorded on a potato. So
that's okay. That's all right. Now, for those of you who don't know who this is, his name is Jeff. There we go. He's Automatics on Twitter, and he was.
Many of you hate me.
What's that?
Many of you probably hate me.
Yeah, it's well, yeah. I got my what do you call it? I got my trolling skills from Jeff. Jeff is he's the king. Now Jeff is from all the way back from before day one, like with Dana. I was friends with him on Twitter, still am, but obviously Twitter is not the same anymore. And of course, we were buddies.
That's because you're not there.
Man, I just can't do it. It's like my
nobody here to back up my shit talk anymore.
Oh, jeez. They ruined it. And I don't even dislike Elon, but it's just not trying to curate a decent feed over there anymore. I hadn't been on Twitter like 2 or 3 weeks, right? And I went yesterday looking for something about Bobrovsky, and my home feed, like, it's just like fights and like stuff that
I don't do anymore.
And politics and all sorts of crap. I don't know how to curate a decent feed over there anymore.
I should have a checklist that tells me which I've been called more. I'm either a MAGA fan or a libtard, and it just depends on who you're disagreeing with. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm neither. I vote for all the old people out there. I still vote for Pat Paulson. So, there's no Trump, no Republicans, no Democrats in my world.
Exactly. Now,
but we're here to talk about hockey.
Jeff, also, how many videos did you help me with in the music department there? The old intros we did?
I have no idea. At least 3 or 4, I think.
Yeah.
It was the Rapper's Paradise or something.
Rapper's Delight. Yeah.
Rapper's Delight.
I would get with Jeff with about a month left in the season, and I'd be like, okay, learn this song. And he'd be like, thanks a lot. Like, give me some notice next time.
You find the hardest ones for me to learn how to play, and I can't bring myself to fake it. So
You did that one. Didn't you do didn't we do a
Dire Straits?
Yeah.
I know we did Dire Straits.
The Dire Straits.
And there was more, but I don't remember them all. I know at one point I was wearing a rat mask, and I think that was the Dire Straits one.
I think that was the Dire Straits one.
Yeah, because I had to go buy the pink Mark Knopfler wristbands and make sure I dressed the part.
Yeah.
A sport coat.
I think there was the Rapper's Delight. There was that one. There was at least one more, because there was the one you did the guitar and 2 you did the bass. But
yeah, I could do the drums if we have another one.
Well, I'm
back there.
I'm considering an original song for the beginning. the beginning of this year's song, the song at the start of this year did the same thing the rest of the season did. It's like it just didn't work. I did and of course, yeah, figures. Maybe it's my fault. I did instead of Saturday Nights All Right for Fighting, I did Dynasty Talk. What did I say? Dynasty Talk's all right. Yeah, Dynasty Talk's all right. Yeah. So you see what
but we're in a speed bump now.
yeah, this is just exactly. It's not even a stop sign. We had to slow down because Bob fell out of the car and we had to
The 3 cup appearances, who cares? We can come back.
Yeah. I mean, and we joke about that all the time here, man. It's like I started the channel because I was pissed because they got bad. And in the 10 years, we've gotten to the point where we're streaming this year. It's like, it's okay. We already got 2 cups. We're fine. Like
we got more than I ever thought we were gonna get.
I know.
I think though for the 10th anniversary, you should have done this in the van.
Oh shit. Yeah. I don't know that I don't know if my Wi-Fi would reach out there. I might have had a long enough Ethernet cord. It's also 86 degrees today, just out of nowhere. It'd be brutal. I know you guys are down there, right?
Did you ever get in touch with Luke? Is Luke going to come on?
I did text him, and unfortunately, Lucas from Rats on the Ice is who he's asking about. His cat just died, like a couple of days before.
It hurts.
So they were going on a little trip to try to get right and everything. So I guess the cat had a long battle. So I felt he was going to do it, but they were going away.
It's a year for injuries for cats this year.
Yeah,
it's contagious.
It's been insane. Hell, at the start of the year, I didn't need these glasses. It's true. At the start of the season, I could read the chat and everything just fine without the glasses. And now I can't see shit without them. And it happened during this season.
That's the only thing that still works on me is my eyes. Everything else, they've removed bones from my wrist. I've got screws put in it, and I'm gonna go. I just made an appointment today to go get injections under my kneecap again, so that'll be fun.
Oh, that'll be
so
fun.
I can keep walking.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna work, you gotta walk. Are you gonna be in net next year? Because I know you're ready to move on from Bob.
Only if there's a chair.
Only if there's.
You put a chair in the middle of that thing, you can hit me with whatever. I don't care.
I love it. Oh,
my shoulder doesn't work anymore. My wrist doesn't work anymore, but I take up a lot of space, though.
Right. Well, I mean, that could work, right? If we can get you one of the rolling chairs, that might help.
League minimum. I'll work for under league minimum. It's a lot more than what I'm making now.
I'm there. I've decided my retirement plan is to just stick around long enough to be so annoying that eventually Viola pays me to go away.
Hasn't worked for me yet.
No, I know, right? It might
Instead, I got tickets to Game 2 of the finals last year.
Nice. Jeez.
By far the best night of my life. Me and Luke actually came down for it. He wasn't sitting in the same seats, but right. Me and my brother picked up Luke from Fort Lauderdale, and we ended up going to Game 2 and had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun making fun of every single person there that was wearing. There was only 2 names on the backs of jerseys for Oilers fans. I was like, man, y'all need to diversify. There's been a lot of good players for your franchise, but y'all call us bandwagon fans. And it was 2 names. It was McDavid and Draisaitl.
And that's it. Yeah.
That was it.
That's it. No, with our team, you have a hard time choosing for sure, and especially with the length of the contracts now. I don't see anybody. I mean, we're set for a while. So we haven't talked a lot of hockey, you and I, over the last few years because life gets in the way. What do you think? Because all the decisions that we have to make for next year. We've got too many forwards. And I know you're the way you kind of get on Bob and everything, but the reality, I mean, what do you
Forgolski.
think? Forgolski, yeah. What do you think?
He would have to take a major pay cut, and I would like to keep him, if nothing else, for helping to groom the heir apparent. Who
Right.
knows who that's going to be, but
Right.
Zito's in the kitchen. So
Yeah.
we'll find out more after we have the draft lottery. And then we'll know whether or not he's going to feel like trading that pick and maybe a Erod or a Sam Miscavige, who's done really well at making himself good trade bait at the end of the year here. The guy couldn't score with a blind hooker for half the year, and then at the end of the year, all of a sudden he's lighting it up.
Right.
And I'm hoping that Zito can package something up to get either a high top end draft eligible kind of guy to come into net and learn under Bob. That would be probably best case scenario, I would think. But as far as whether or not Bob comes back, we've ran the man into the ground, and there was no defense to speak of this year. But he also sucked.
Right.
It wasn't just the defense and everybody else being injured. You know, he takes part of this too. There's no blamelessness for anybody except for maybe Forsling this year.
Yeah.
Iron Man has been there, but I would like to see us starting to get ready, because it's going to take a while for a new goalie to kind of get everything settled, and
Sure.
we've got a good 3 to 5 years of having a wide open window. And I don't want to waste that by having a guy who's either not established or isn't going to be good enough, after training to get him up there.
Right.
And it sucks to think about how many guys were great backups for us when we had to play the contract for Bob.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had Lyon and Stolars and Knight and, Drieger. It's like, man, we just couldn't keep a goalie because Bob, we had to play that contract. There's nothing you can do about that.
No. So if we did move on from Bob, what would you like to see happen come this way?
If we were to keep him?
If we moved on from him, if
we moved on from him,
goes elsewhere.
You got to remember, he's going to free up a lot of money. And I don't know what the free agent pool looks like, but goalies are always kind of a crap show anyway.
Right.
It's like pitchers in baseball. You could have everything, but the guy gets hurt and you're done and you got no backup plan.
Right.
So I would like to see our supposed goalie excellence squad go out there and find a younger guy, a candidate that they can all, I don't want to say groom because that just sounds bad, but bring him up and teach him the culture, because now this team actually has a culture,
Right.
which they've been showing by not properly tanking.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's frustrating some people, but I just can't bring myself to go, yay, we lost.
It's
just
hard, man. It's like when we score a goal, I'm like, all right, and then like 5 seconds later, I'm like, shit. It's just like
kind of bites us in the ass. But
right.
those of us that suffered since '93 are just going, man, we've seen enough losing.
I know.
I like wins no matter what.
I mean, they should get in, and I just keep saying they're gonna win the draft lottery anyway. Hey,
We need to will it into existence.
We'll just will it. I'll just predict it like the Kachuk trade, and everything is fine. You know what I mean? It works out.
That whole the Huberdeau Kachuk night. When I woke up and saw the news on that, I was just like, this is either going to be the best thing or the worst thing that we've ever done.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I was like,
that was my reaction.
We'll let it play out.
Right. I was halfway through the video, and I was like, I don't know. I have to digest this. Like, I hadn't even thought about like what just happened, because we had been in a similar way, I guess, to Toronto with the four core. We had heard Barkov and Huberdeau, and these were the guys, and And,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden overnight between Maurice coming in and
And
Kachuk coming in,
Trocheck and Bugstad and
right?
yeah.
And Trocheck and Bukes. The Trocheck trade turned out nice though. You know,
Yeah, I'd still take him back, but there's just nowhere to put him.
no,
And
we ended
Lundell's
up with
probably the
Lindstrom
best
and-
3C in the game.
What's that?
I said Lundell's probably the best 3C in the game.
Yeah,
So where are you really going to put a guy like Trocheck?
right. No, we already got guys that are going to need to get moved down here at
It's a nice problem to have.
It is. It is.
But
And look,
having all these guys under contract is kind of like, okay, this is where I think we're going to solve our goalie issue.
okay.
And that's really the only hole we have is health and goalie.
I don't. We could literally do nothing and field a perfectly full Stanley Cup contending team next year, except for we
Yeah.
got to figure out the goalie situation.
Well, I've been saying that on Twitter is that no team doesn't matter what the top free agents are, you could land all of them and
Well, we lost you.
there we go.
There we go.
You're not going to have as good an offseason as the Panthers will just getting their guys back healthy.
Right.
We've lost an all-star team's worth of players.
It's just been wild, man. And now today, Nosek breaks his other leg. Like,
Why was he even playing?
I know. Well,
I don't want
you were-
Kachuk to play tonight. I don't want
He's
his kid
playing.
to be an orphan. At some point, somebody's going to die if we don't put a stop to this. I said this earlier on Twitter. I was like, who's left? Paul Maurice is going to break a
Forslink's
hip
not
trying to go to the
playing
bench.
tonight. What's that?
Paul Maurice is going to break a hip trying to get to the bench.
Oh my God.
There's something bad's going to happen. We need to make sure that it should be rabbit foot giveaway night, and ban all banana peels, anything that could cause a problem.
Yeah. No, I got you there, man. It's just wild stuff. But, and Maurice kind of alluded to this. I've talked about it before. It's like we went 2 years in a row, or at least I know he said it was 2 seasons in a row. I thought it was just last year. But he's saying the last 2 cup runs, we didn't have any injuries on defense, all throughout the whole playoffs.
Now we don't have defense.
That's insane to get through runs like
especially with how our guys like to pinch and play the puck. It's
right.
You'd think more guys would have got hurt.
Yeah.
Especially Ekblad. He's Mr. Sugar Glass.
He's gotten a little bit better though, right?
I think he's adapted his style of play to realize that he's not 20 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can get hurt playing this game.
Yeah.
I get hurt getting out of bed, so I don't know how they do it.
I know. Today's the first morning because usually I would go to the river with the dogs in the morning, and so all the years I've lived here, when I went fishing, I'd go in the afternoon. But today was the first spring day. I'm going to go out there in the morning and go fishing. It was the right tide. It was morning, and I'm catching big catfish. And it's because it's early morning. I got tendonitis in this elbow. And by this time of the day, I'm warmed up and everything's good, right? But I'm out
First
there
world
like
problems.
8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, jeez, my elbow is freaking killing me.
My arm hurts from fishing too much.
My arm hurts from fishing too much.
I feel sorry, but where do I send the flowers, Jaws?
Oh, jeez, Miss Jaws will send you the address.
Okay.
I like tulips.
Good Lord.
All right, bud. Well, I'll let you go. I appreciate you coming on, man. This was a long time coming. So,
Dude, when you said it was 10 years, I'm like, is April Fool's already passed? You bullshit me.
No, man.
I feel like it's been like 4 years.
I know.
It's been a whirlwind the last few.
Yeah. It's been a lot of dead years. And, we had so many people show up, and it's fine. But, when we started winning and got good, the President's Trophy season and all of that that a lot of times we'll talk about stuff on this. There's people that watch almost every show now. They don't even know who Crazy Bill is. they don't even know.
When we get to the point where we don't know who the puppets are anymore.
Yeah, no. That's what I was saying. I was happy that Philly made it. I was really, because I get to do a whole series of Rocky impressions now.
Oh God.
I still got the hat and the jacket. Everything's ready to go. So I'm gonna
It's,
be walking around
Philly
the
versus
house.
Pittsburgh, right?
Philly, Pittsburgh. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the Fountain of Youth is going to show its ugly head, and Malkin and Crosby are going to absolutely annihilate Philly.
Probably. But at least give me 6 games. Give me 6 games.
I don't have a dog in that fight. I kind of hope they both lose, but what are we going to do?
Yeah.
My hope is for Utah or the Wild in the West,
Okay.
because those guys have been through a lot in the last couple of years. That they played in a college team arena, and then they had to move to Utah. Nobody wants to do that.
No. And I'm hoping they win, and because I'm glad they got in, because Jameson sent me a Kachina jersey. So I get to wear the Kachina jersey.
Right?
Yeah. I know it doesn't, it counts. It still counts.
In my opinion, it's like the Canes wear the Whalers stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it the North Stars? The Colorado wears the North Stars crap.
Yeah.
It still counts. I don't live in South Florida, but I still, I'm all Panthers. I live closer to Tampa now. I'm not going to root for them.
No, can't. Yeah, so. All right, brother. It was good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. And we'll chat. We'll have to chat and maybe see you again sooner. We'll make it sooner than 5 years, right?
Yeah, because I by then I'll have my camera figured out on my computer. I don't have to hold this shaky phone.
Okay. I'll have to sneak by Twitter and try to get something going for you.
Just you know what you do? You sneak in, you say something that is just gonna stir the pot and then just disappear.
And I did. That's what I've been doing. I've just been bringing the picture of Fluffy on the couch with the 2 cups, and I've just been like, finding somebody in Toronto says some shit, and I just leave that as a response, and I don't go back for another week.
Oh, them knuckleheads up there. Everybody up north. They hated us because we were terrible. Then they hated us because we were good. Then they hated us because we're the tough team and we're all dirty players and our fans are all bandwagoners. And now we can't even lose enough to make them happy.
No, we're apparently
we're unethically tanking.
Unethically tanking. Yeah,
okay,
exactly. And
tell that to the X-rays.
But we won the game. Like, we won the game.
It's like
our AHL guys beat your starters, but we're unethically tanking. I'm not.
Anytime I get to see the Leafs unhappy, perfectly fine.
Works. Yeah.
That's all the coping that I need. They always tell me I'm coping. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you got to tell yourself. As long as you guys are losing, I'm fine.
You're good. Yep. All right,
in
Jeff.
Boston.
Appreciate you, brother. We'll chat again soon. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, congrats on 10 years.
Thanks,
do it for another 2 or 3 at least.
At least. Yeah, I can't quit. What else am I going to do?
All right, man.
All right, buddy. We'll see you. Thanks.
See ya.
Okay. Hey, thank you, Andrew. Thank you, bud. Any chance I'll root for Edmonton this year? That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be a tough one. All right, give me a couple of minutes. I got to get Kyle in here because we're going to open up the big box from JC. So his ass is actually going to have to come participate. So I'm going to get myself some water. I'm going to get the box. I'm going to get Kyle in. So I'll be back in a couple. Hey, thank you, Bex. Thank you, Bex. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, bud. On any of the super chats that I've missed, I'm talking with everybody. Thank you all very, very much. Okay, so just bear with me here. I'll be back in a couple of minutes since my assistant abandoned me today. Because that's what happens. I'll be right back. Oh, Kyle. Okay. Okay, I'm almost there. I just got to get the box. Kyle's got to get in there because I can't move his ass out of the way. All right, we're coming. We're coming. Ah, let me get this box opened up. It's dust. Okay. Okay. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. I was waiting for Kyle. So he'll get in the chair. Okay. You guys see that? So we'll have to. All right, let me see here. Okay. All right, we're getting there now. We don't need to do that. All right, let me see if okay, Kyle, come on, sit down. I'll be right back, and then we'll do the box.
All right.
Okay.
No. Hello, everyone. How's it been going? So, hey, Everett Kulik, thank you for the $2. Says, congrats on 10 years, Jaws. Thank you. Here Come the Lightning says, until us Bolts fans become more vocal and wanting Halpern fired, we will see a really bad power play against Les Montreal. What I make. No, Spaceman, I do not see what you made in the community chat. I'm sure my dad will show me it. Hello. So hello, I see. I have a random question. Is the order of the wild card set in the NHL? Is it set? I was asking if the wild card positioning of the Sens and Bruins and of the wild cards in the West had been set. Oh, it looks like it has, since the Bruins won their last game. The Bruins won their last game. They are guaranteed to play the the Sabres.
Okay.
The Canadiens cannot win. And it looks like the entire playoff picture is set for the West still has to determine
it's still
the
the Kings and
Ducks or Oilers.
Ducks. Yeah. That still needs to be.
So I see we're getting Hurricanes, Senators, Bruins, Sabres, Lightning, Canadiens, and Penguins, Flyers. And then in the West, they still have to determine which is going to be the last wild card. It's either the Oilers, the Ducks, or the Kings. After all this time, all the Kings have to do is win, and the Ducks lose. And we would get potentially Oilers, Ducks. Oilers, Kings first round.
Try and see if I can't get this set up here real quick the way I need it to for your audio. If not, it's okay. Just bear with this here. You can just read the chat while I'm doing this. There you go.
Let's see. Roger says happy 10th anniversary.
Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't have one. I have one. Just take her to chat.
All right. Kenneth says if Vegas loses in regulation, the Oilers can win the division. The Edmonton game is sketchy, though. The Canucks are on a 3-game tear.
Keep going. I'm seeing if I can get it set up like I wanted it to over here. Coming in as a guest. No. No matter what I do, it won't. Just take care of the chat.
All right, so.
It makes sense.
Sonic fan says no Oilers, Ducks, or Kings tonight, so none of those teams are playing. Is that what he's saying?
No, they play tomorrow. No matter what I do over here, Kyle, just
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just waiting for. I can't reach over
You
you, and
can't.
scroll up.
All right, we'll just deal with it. All right, we'll just have to do it this way. Because it's just not working that way. Oh, Jesus. That was weird. All right, so this is because when the other people get here, you're going to need to. Okay, so what we have here is JC's box. Or to put it lightly, would it? Oh. Well, try this one more time. Ah. Why is it keep falling off? Oh. All right, this is the box that JC sent us. Oh, here, Kyle. Well, now some of this stuff is going to be in here is going to be for the winners. He's not coming on.
All right.
He's not here. Here, start here. Okay.
So it looks like this is a it's a sculpture. It's
Lombard.
It's Lomberg. It's
Holy.
a little Lomberg.
Wow.
It's not an action figure. It's like a model.
Yeah, no, this is what JC does. Look at this. Look at this. Oh man. And then you see you got
But
You
it
got-
looks like he's missing his hockey stick.
you sure it's not in there? Or maybe it's in there. Or maybe that's just how he had how he made it. Thank you, JC. That is awesome. It's got the post there, so maybe there's a little stand in there somewhere. I don't know. JC will say something here. Hold on a second. Give him his stick. Okay. Yeah, Ori wants to fight. Yeah, he's looking to fight. The stick is in there? Okay. All right, great. So we'll find the stick, but it's not in here, is it?
No.
Okay, it wasn't in the bubble wrap, but it's probably in the box. What's in the box? All right,
And
well,
there's a stand for it.
okay, so we'll find that. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Let's see. I think this is going to be it. Or is this just pecking?
It seems
That
to.
might have just been pecking.
It just seems
That's
to be.
exciting. Okay, here you go. Okay. All right, let me see. Oh, we got hats. Oh, good stuff.
2024 Stanley Cup.
2020. Look at that's a nice hat too. Thank you, Jace. That's a nice hat. You need a hat. Put it on your head, Buckethead. What's this? Oh, American whiskey. Hey, you know what? This would be good for the Flyers guy. He instead of wearing his Flyers hat, American wheat grown whiskey. Let's see. This is a good fishing hat. Actually, I needed a new fishing hat because the hat that I usually go fishing with is getting a little bit.
Hey, Ice, thank you for gifting.
Hey,
10
thank you, Eyes.
memberships.
I already got my hat off. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Eyes. That is most Canadian. It's not a Florida hat. No. Here, this might actually fit you. There you go. Look at that. There you go, Buckethead. All right. Thank you, JC. We're making progress here. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Okay, so here's. Oh my goodness gracious! Look at all these cards. You want to go through the cards, Kyle?
Sure, why not?
Okay, here you go. You stack those up. You got it? True says, did someone say whiskey? Yeah, Nano, I know. Kyle is this is the thanks I get for him going on 2 vacations. Abandoning me on the 10th anniversary stream.
See, here's Brandon Montour, Brady Kachuk. We've got a couple of rookie cards here.
Oh, yeah?
Juna Koppinen, the Bruins.
Oh
Devon
God.
Levi,
Wait till you see what's in here.
Walter
Holy
Durr.
crap. Holy crap.
Walter Durr,
Uh-huh.
Luke Evangelista, Leo Carlson, his rookie cards. Let's see.
Let's see.
Kent Johnson.
Yeah, we'll have to go through these. Holy moly.
Will I want to get them all nice and
Yeah. But there's a couple here on top loaders what I'm trying to get to. Oh, Nico Mikla. Got Mikla. Here we go. Now, some of this, I don't know if some of this is the stuff that, JC's saying go through. All right, so go through them. There you go. Go through them. Okay, we'll
right,
listen to
so-
JC. He sent it.
Brandon Montour, Joe's. Let's see. Kent Johnson, Andrei Kuzmenko. It's a pretty cool card. Pavel Buchnevich. Jonathan Gruden, a debut date
These are
card.
nice cards, man.
Jake Neighbors, a prospects card.
I wish I could see.
Zach Parise, a hundo point card.
Okay, good stuff, JC.
Lucas
No, the giveaway stuff is in the UPS envelope. Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Lucas Raymond, Darcy Kemper,
Good stuff.
Dylan Genther, Ilya Sorokin.
I mean, these
The alert cards are
yeah, the allure cards are really, really nice. Look at that. We focused? Yeah. These are really nice. Really nice.
it's there's a Johnny Gaudreau card in here.
Oh, there you go, Kyle.
And the Seth Jones.
You draw.
Seth Jones in his Blackhawks outfits. OEL in his Canucks outfits. Brady Kachuk. Tim
That's a
Stützle,
nice card. That's clean.
Vazzy.
Vasilevsky.
Redman.
Oh, Allure Vasilevsky. Okay.
Fleury.
Oh, Brady Kachuk. Did you say that?
Yeah. Fleury.
Stutzel, Kachuk, Panarin. Soon to be Florida Panther Brady Kachuk.
Let's see. Flurry. Riley Smith.
No, Miss Jaws, I gave you the first one. You didn't have one of her mics, did you?
No.
He says no. Marc-Andre Fleury and Riley Smith. Good stuff.
Charlie McAvoy, Seth Jones.
There you go.
Ilya
Here you go,
Sorokin.
Lightning. More Seth Jones, McAvoy,
Let's see.
Sorokin. Boy, these allure cards are really, really nice. Look at
Kopitar. This is his last season.
Yeah.
Kopitar.
Is that the last card?
There's still several more.
Yeah, okay.
McAvoy, Jared McCann, Roman Yossi.
Jared McCann. Another McAvoy.
Let's see. I'll speed run through the ones besides the couple of ones in the envelope.
Okay.
Jack Akan, a rookie. We've got some cool looking upper decks here. Kirill Kaprizov,
Oh,
Quinn Hughes, Pasta,
oh yeah, that's some sweet
Jason
card.
Robertson. There's more.
Get to the
alert-
autographs in the back. Yeah, here's. I think he's saying these.
Kaprizov. Yeah, I'll just read these.
Okay, go ahead.
Kaprizov, Svechnikov. Oh, Carey Price.
Nice.
Quinton Byfield, Luke Hughes, Gabe Velarde, Rasmus Dahlin, Mark Scheifele, Igor Sharangovich, Cole Caulfield, Owen Tippett, Nathan McKinnon,
Oh, it's a bit. I heard of him.
Kuznetsov, Brendan Saad. I'll put these
Okay.
down. And the autograph.
Now we get to the autographs.
Well, this is just a This appears to just be a normal Mikola card.
That's Mikola. Yeah, that one's not autographed, but there are.
But this is a signed Carter for Hagee.
Sweet. Swiggy swag. Swiggy swaggy. Nice.
And this is a signed Brandon Montour.
Oh,
And it's
emblems.
NHL emblem.
Yeah, that's one of the thick cards. Look at that. That is sweet. Thank you, JC. Man, that's good stuff. Damn. Now we got to go through the box. Like the box. The box is okay. So here. Was this?
It's a Panthers jersey.
Oh,
It says Matheson. It's a Mike Matheson
it's a
jersey.
Mike Matheson signed jersey.
Signed where?
Was this one of the giveaways, JC? Because remember, I wasn't there for the giveaways. Holy, it's brand new with tag. Holy crap. I says I'm not here to win anything, just give those memberships away. Yeah, my favorite. Yeah, it goes with this cereal box. He goes, well, I sold the cereal box. Jason bought the cereal box. Tipsy. That's mine. Holy crap. Thank you, JC. Jeez. Jeez, there's this other guy that wears 19 too. But this is better. This goes right on the hanger. Holy crap.
At least get a dust cover for that
What?
thing. A transparent dust cover.
Yeah. Let me I'll just put it back in the box. Holy
just
crap.
fold it.
Thank you, JC. Yeah. That is awesome. Oh my God. Oh my, it's like Christmas. Okay. Oh, Miss Jaws, thank you. Thank you, baby. I see what's happening. I keep taking that out of here, and that's why. Okay. That's why that's happening. Let me put this over here. Hold on a second.
Yeah, just grab a hanger or something.
Should have a loose hanger over here. Holy crap.
Matheson is on the Habs.
Yeah, so I'll wear the Matheson jersey and the Canadians hat when we stream the Lightning and the Habs. Okay, can I take this out of here without it?
It's a goalie glove.
I know.
It appears to be a. Let's see.
Careful.
It's Focus. Does that ring a bell?
No, but this is the real deal.
Ow.
No? Boy, these things are I've never touched one of these before. They gotta catch the puck. This is not like a baseball glove. This is like, ooh, it fits. Ooh, it fits. Ooh. All right, let's go. Let's go. I can block you. Oh, you're too slow. Ow, you little bastard. Rip shot. Uh-oh. Hey, ow, that's my
It's
elbow.
An old team issued practice.
Team
glove.
issued practice glove. This is heavy, man. That is awesome. So now I gotta get a case because we got the stick and now we got a glove. Yeah, it's like a catcher. It's way heavier. It's way bigger than the catcher's mitt, though. I played catcher in baseball. This is sweet. Damn. Oh, there's something else in there too. Oh my goodness, it's like Christmas. JC. This is awesome. Okay, so here is the envelope. I think that's the giveaway stuff. So just put that over there underneath the dolphin head. Here's the stand and the stick. So here we go. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. We got the stand and the stick. Yeah, goalie equipment is no joke, right? So here, because you're probably going to be better at it. You got that? Sure, that's where it goes. You sure?
Well, it's one of these two.
Yeah, and then
yeah.
the stick. Well, you got it upside down. I have you doing this because you're the one that's supposed to be good at this stuff.
Here.
How much did you have to drink last night? Are you sure about that? I think so.
Well, that's the only
Oh.
only hand with an open space.
Is he not supposed to go in here? It would have gone. No, that's open, isn't it? No, you're right. You're right. You're right. This is like the blind leading the blind over here. There, that looks about right. I think it might be about right. He's dropping his stick. Is what he's still. This is just too cool. So I can't see because even with the glasses I'm blind. So I think you're right. I don't think there's another way for the stick to show it.
JC sent us.
Yeah, he sent us a puzzle. Check the phone. Can't make. Oh, I haven't gotten anything new. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got to finish this box in 10 minutes.
Oh, it's
So we don't even have it in the right hand. How the heck did he? Okay, so, does it go in here? Or does it go?
I can.
You think you can figure that out? You figure that out while I'm getting the next thing out of the box. Don't drop it.
I guess
I don't.
I guess it's supposed to go like.
This is fun. Here, see, or maybe it's just. I see. It's like this. It's like this. I
No,
think.
that's not it.
No, that's not it.
He's not carrying the stick under his armpit.
Well, we'll get it figured. We'll have to get it figured. All right. I'll get it
Let's
figured out when we get some better
move it on.
lighting. Oh, there's the hole. The glove moves. The glove moves. Okay. It's so dark in here, which is what the problem is. We can't see. Yeah, this is great. Okay, well, when we get it figured out, I'll show it to you guys. But poor Kyle is just gonna have a freaking aneurysm over here, and you still got another hour of guests. So that's not even the right spot that's in. Thank you, JC. Yeah, monkeys and a football. Okay, this is great. Let's see what else we got. Here's this is specials for you. We got just the tip, okay, and American flag, and here you go. This is definitely for you, huh? That's definitely for you. Okay. Oh, this is definitely for Kyle. Oh, there's more cards on the bottom here. This is definitely for Kyle.
No, that's.
We're gonna
definitely
get-
for-
We're gonna get Kyle. We're gonna get him a frame. Ooh. So, Hi, Donna. I love you. I love you. That's for the puppers harness. What was for the? Oh. For Lele. Oh, I get it.
Donna says that's mine.
Oh, that's not.
Hey, that's
So yeah. So there you go, babe. Thank
if only it was the 2011, 2012 season.
Here, let me
That's
get
the
this a
one
little
we
bit-
went to.
little bit close. Here we go. Good job, JC. Here we go. Huh? Not too bad.
I can see an Atlanta game on the schedule back there.
Jackie is on the end of this. JC is trying to say he's there goes oh, I'm laughing. I'm laughing my ass off. Oh yeah, closer. Here we go. How close do you guys want it? Okay. All right, well that's gonna do it for the stream. Thanks for hanging out with us. She signed? Hold on a second. No. Oh my God, he's not laughing. I mean, he's not kidding. Wait, there we go. Oh, hold on. There you go. So really, who? That's exactly. I would do the. Thank you, JC. If I ever met her in person, I would do the whole other guy shtick with her. Like, no, really, who is that? Who is that? No, oh, I see. I see. Wow, very, very cool. Very, very cool. Thank you, JC. I'm sure Donna's going to get a lot of use out of that. All right, what else do we have here? Let me see. Oh, man, who's the 6 o'clock guest? All right. Hey,
Nick, Twisted Wrist.
okay, yeah, so he's going to be here on time. We may have to split this box up into two spots here. We'll have to see. Holy crap, what the hell is this? Holy crap, JC.
That's a team-issued practice jersey with numerous Panthers autographs.
Oh,
So
oh,
I see 60, I see 21 on here.
holy crap. Are you kidding me?
This is a Reebok from. It's a Reebok, so it would be. This looks like
what
from
in
before.
the hell? Hold on a second. Let me get. What? Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah. No, this needs a jersey frame. Oh, come on. I can't see. So I can't see what you guys. There we go. Look at that. Holy hell, JC. Oh my good God Almighty. Jeez. Oh, I'm going to have a blast figuring these out. I know you know them, but I'm going to have a blast. Boy, that Panther is popping. That is so nice. See, Kyle, I would have shared with you if you would have done the first half of the stream with me. Holy crap! Yeah, I gotta get a frame for that. That is, holy moly!
Oh, hit on JC says Trocheck,
Trocheck,
Knights,
Knight,
Bakun,
Bakun.
Dadnoff, Yandel, Barkov, Sevier, Brown, Tippett, and Luongo, to name a
hell
few.
in a man! Oh my God! Jeez, JC. How in the hell did you score that? Oh my God. All right, show's over. That's it. I'm going to, you can run the rest of the stream. I'll see you. See it. Oh my God. Thank you, JC, man. Thank you. Just don't even cut it. Thank you. Just don't even cut it. Let me go hang that up. You still got, Kyle, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that to fall. Okay. Okay. Well, I have another.
JC says you gotta finish the box.
Okay. I'm going. Nick, if you're here listening, I might be a couple minutes late. Okay, hold on a second. Here, Kyle, I'm gonna hand you because there's cards and stuff. But I gotta get this heavier stuff out of there. So take that. Vincent, no, I wouldn't do that. Okay. What do I got here? Oh my good God Almighty. Okay, I gotta move this out of the way. I'm gonna put this on the floor.
We have another
I need a drink.
100% Savage. What are those? Hey, would you look at that? So
Yeah, JC
Lewis-
wants us to speed through because I gotta. We'll deal.
there's a Lewis Brinson card,
Oh, wow.
and here's a Marlins card.
Okay, he wants us to get to this stuff for sure. I can see. What in the hell? Oh, okay, yeah. So this stuff, he thought maybe you'd be interested. He's gonna be headless here. It's a bobblehead. I don't want to rush through this because I don't want to break anything. Look at this. Look at this Marlins bobblehead. Charles
that's-
Johnson.
Oh, that's pretty
Charles
cool.
Johnson. Oh, I gotta have that if Kyle doesn't want it. That is too sweet. Hey Nick, give us a couple minutes. Can you hear me? All right, great. Thanks, bud. So we got Charles Johnson here. That's not in your purview, but okay. Here, let me put this over here. What a hectic! Holy moly! Holy moly! What do we got here? Oh, the other Johnson, Charles's brother Josh. I love the way you wrap that, JC. Good stuff. We've got Josh Johnson, not exactly Charles Johnson's brother, but could be his brother from another mother, right? See that? Very, very nice. Holy crap. Now all I got to do, Donna, we need to buy some lighted shelving. Okay. What do we got here?
The Gobbins.
Oh, wow. D. Gordon. Oh, good job with the wrapping, JC. Good stuff. Look at this. This is sweet. He's sliding. he's praising Jesus and sliding at the same time. Good stuff. See that?
Yeah, it is pretty neat.
Oh, I like those. And what do we got? This is the last thing. Reyes. Jose Muchacho. Look at this. These are so nice. These are really, really nice. I haven't bought anything like this for myself in years. Wait till you guys see the next guests. Unbelievable. The stuff that we have coming to show you. Thank you, JC. Be careful over here. What else did you have over here real quick?
Well, we got
You had the cards.
that's Eastern Conference champions, but it's signed by someone.
Who's that signed by, JC? Hey, Taunts. Yeah, JC super. Who's that? Yeah. Are we? No. That not. We're not. No. This was a gift, Taunts. This was JC sending us a big gift.
Jovanovski.
Oh shit! Nobody's ever seeing like that. Nobody. Goodbye, Hall and Oates. Well, that goes right there for right now.
And then there's these prints that look like they were signed. There's Joseph Stumble on the back.
Oh, I see. So they're back to back.
Or there might be more than those two.
Nice. Good. No, it's just those two.
Who is that? It's a Red Wings player.
Yeah,
It's a captain.
it's a Red Wings player. I should know the name, but I can't read it because I can't see. And here we go. Both signed. Both signed.
And then there's some,
600,000.
and I'll
Thank
just
you, JC.
go through these last cards real quick.
Okay. Oh my God. Woo. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Let me tell you. We still got a game today.
JC, can you tell us who that Red Wings?
He might be He's at work too, so he's only got limited.
One
You think
more
there's one more bobblehead of Josh Beckett? Hold on.
While he's searching for that, there's a Lewis Brinson Marlins card here.
No, that's it for the bobbleheads.
There's Keith Yandel, Barkov, Reinhardt, and then you've got some interesting ones.
That was it for the bobbles. That was it. That's the box.
You got a signed rookie card from Anders Lindbach,
Oh,
the Predators goalie.
okay.
A
Yeah,
jersey,
that's it.
a jersey card with Barkov.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Nice.
a signed. This appears to be a signed.
Yeah, JC, it wasn't there.
This appears to be a signed Peter Worrell card.
Worrell, yeah, that goes with. He's trying to trade me the stick for the card. We'll have to work that out.
This is a Kulikov rookie signed trade.
Oh, nice. Look at that. Good stuff. Those were the giveaway cards. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll keep it all here. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Thank you, JC. Thank you, man. Much love, appreciation. I can't say thank you enough. Holy crap. Huh? Especially for that. That's because now I have something to give Donna for Christmas. So that'll work out nice. All right. I'm right off the bat here. Let me get the stream going here. Kyle, you can take another break. Okay. Be back at hold on a second. Hold on, almost with you, Nick.
6:30.
Yeah, be back at 6:30 for those two. Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let me just let him out, and then I'll be right with you.
Yeah.
Careful behind you.
This is fun.
Yeah. Oh, now it's fun. Yeah. Now it's fun, right?
All right. See you at 6:30.
Okay. All right. Be back at 6:30. Okay. Make sure I'm good here. All right, boy. I'm going to eat the rest of that pizza tonight. That is for sure. Okay. What do I have at 6? Okay. Hey, bud. Okay. How we doing, buddy?
Hey, it's great chatting with you as always. And happy 10th anniversary to your channel.
10, man. 10. It's crazy. 10 years, 2 cups. But that's not what we're here to talk about.
No.
What I want to know is, why did your Sharks break my heart, man?
Well, I don't think too many people will realize this, but they lost 9 or 10 games where they lost by 4 or more goals. So there's still a lot of work to be done for them. But I mean, this is the most interested I've been as a Sharks fan in about 7 years, and hopefully it's something to build on.
Yeah, I know. We had talked about it, and you were saying, hey, look, they're ahead of the game, right? You know, everything's ahead. But still, so now that we got you here, what do you think about some of the matchups that we got the Sabres and Utah. I mean, it's still some fresh blood, right?
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out what the matchups will be in the West, apart from Minnesota and Dallas. But yeah, I'm intrigued by some of these newer matchups that we're going to see here. We got, of course, a few teams that are breaking some fairly lengthy playoff droughts. Whether that's, of course, the Buffalo Sabres or Utah. If you really want to go back to when that group of players, or the ones who came before them, had made the playoffs. That was back in the bubble year of 2020, and even before then, 2012. So, I mean, that's exciting. You've got the Ducks 8 years later. You've got, even some of the teams that are making it back have some interesting storylines going into it as well. Like, look at the Kings with Anze Kopitar, even the Golden Knights with John Tortorella, and how they've been just hot as hell ever since he stepped in there. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun playoffs, even without our teams in it.
Yeah, I know. This year, that's the thing, man. It's just like I was every day on the noon stream. I'm like, come on, San Jose, because I wanted it for you, man. I wanted it to get to you for a year early, even if you now. Are you expecting? Is there like an expectation they take the jump next year?
I think a lot of people will expect that, but I have to see two things improve for this team. First, I got to see the defense improve, and that's going to be tough because the free agency group isn't all that great. The only guy under contract from the veteran side of things for the Sharks is Dmitry Orlov, and his last third of the season was underwhelming to say the least. And
Right.
Mario Ferraro, we got to see what we're going to do with him because now he's a UFA. We didn't, move him at the trade deadline. So you're going to be leaning on some younger players, even though they got some good experiences here, the likes of Sam Dickinson, Shakir Mukhamadullin. I am also intrigued to see two things. One, what they do at the draft, because they're going to have 2 first-round picks and they could maybe trade up. And second of all, what's going to happen with the likes of Luca Cagnoni, who broke into the most recent game against the Predators and has been really successful at the AHL level. And Eric Polkamp was just named Offensive Defenseman of the Year for NCAA and won the national championship with the University of Denver. So that's on one side of things. Other side of things, it's plain and simple. Yaroslav Askarov has to play like a number 1 goaltender. And right now he's not even
question. Yeah.
He's not even playing like an NHL goaltender, frankly.
Right.
He had an amazing month in November, and it's been it's been a lot of soft goals. It's been playing the puck probably about 400% more than he should. And I am pulling for the guy, but he's going to be 24 years old. Goaltenders start to get good when they're a little bit older. But for a former first rounder, I'm expecting more from him.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things. That was my next question. Obviously, was about the goaltending. Now, Donna wanted me to introduce you for those who might not know. I can't imagine anybody doesn't know Nick, but Donna might not know. No, this Nick is from Twisted Wrister Hockey, or Twisted Wrister Hockey is Nick, however you want to put it. Big friend of the channel, personal friend. He's done streams for us in the past. We've had him on lots. He's the one person with all of this YouTube 10 years that met Fluffy.
That's right. And Fluffy was even cuter in person and sweet and kind and affectionate and probably a little drooly, but
Little drooly.
Of course, if I was around more, I'd miss him even more. But what a great pup.
Yeah. I didn't even think about it. How weird it was because you came to visit after Elliot passed, and we didn't even know Fluffy was going downhill at that point. He was just his normal self, just how fast it happened. But so now this is my 10th. Now, how long you been going at the game? You're not that far behind me, right?
Right. I started 8 years ago.
8. Okay.
Yeah. All
right. And what you got? What do you got working now? What's your future like? Are you still hoping and hoping that you can have like a full season? I know like how you had wanted to in the past, or what do you got? Because like people ask me like, hey, how's Nick? How's he doing?
Yeah, I've put things on hold for a few months just because I need to improve my job situation. Mm-hmm. And part of that is actually changing industries. But I do miss making videos for YouTube, most definitely. This year, I've been mostly just watching my Sharks because they've been interesting, whereas in previous years, I've been much more observant of what's happening around the NHL, Panthers included, of course. But yeah, I hope that I can get back to it one day, but I'm not trying to push myself too much in that direction because I've got other stuff that I've got to take care of right now.
And I'm curious, like, how does it change? And this is a personal question for me in the sense that how does it change how you watch the games? Like, do you notice now watching when you're not going to make content that you're viewing things any differently, or how, because I'm so used to it now. Like when I'm watching it happen, I'm thinking, okay, mention this, mention that. Like I'm in a different space. I haven't watched a hockey game that I wasn't going to do a video on in years. So what's it like?
Yeah, well, for one, with my team actually doing better, I find myself more on the edge of my seat when I'm watching. And so I I do get into that trap where I watch the puck more than I should instead of
Right.
like seeing the macro level and seeing how players are positioned and all that sort of thing. So I've probably missed a lot that I would normally pay attention to more. That's about it, really, though. And actually, before I forget, can I just make one quick plug here?
Yeah, go
Okay,
for it, man.
Thank you. Because actually, if you could send your viewers over to my channel after your game has wrapped up, because I'm actually going to be live tonight for the first time in a couple months. It's going to be for the Sharks against the Blackhawks. And I know that game doesn't mean anything, but tonight, all super chats will go to my friend Jose from San Jose. He was diagnosed with stomach cancer, and the medical bills for that are astronomical. And I'd be happy if people can contribute any way that they can. There's a GoFundMe link, so people can donate without YouTube taking 30% of that.
Right.
I'll be live for the entire game, Sharks and Blackhawks, and we'll see if Macklin Celebrini, with just 2 points, could tie Joe Thornton for the all-time Sharks record for points in a season.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Send me all the links and everything, and I'll get that set up as the pinned comment on the game stream.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure thing. Anything, man. Yeah. No. We all end up needing some help at some point here, man. So 10 seasons. Now the good news is that Philly made it, right? And so I get to have an excuse of an entire series of Rocky impressions. So I'm looking forward to that. It's been a journey, man. Like I was telling my friend Jeff, who came on earlier, it's like there's people that have come on new and everything like that. A lot of people, when I talk about the Crazy Bill stuff, they're like, "Who? What's Crazy Bill?" And so I'm hoping. I was hoping Matthias was gonna. Did I hear from him yet? I was hoping Matthias was going to come on at some point, but I haven't heard from him, so I don't think we're going to get a live Matthias. But we have a couple. We have 2 more. We have 3 more after you. But yeah, man. So, what's your situation in terms of you saying with Askarov and needing to play? Is there any? Is it him? Is it him or bust? Or
I think for the near future, we have Joshua Ravensbergen. I don't know if this will let me send the donation link. Okay. We have Joshua Ravensbergen, who was the first goaltender selected in last year's draft. And he had a really good season for Prince George in the WHL. He was named to the all WHL first team. I wonder if he's still in the playoffs because he beat our local team here. So that's really good to see. Askarov is 5 years older. So in my opinion, this is something that we need to see that jump next year. It doesn't necessarily have to be Vezina quality or anything close to that, but I don't want to have to rely too much on Nedeljkovic. Nedeljkovic is good as a backup, but we don't want to be able to. Yeah, we don't want to have to call on him for more than about 35 games or so.
And you guys aren't going to try to take Bobrovsky from us, right? No interest there. Right?
I
just say no.
I don't think his numbers were any better than Askey's.
Well, and that's what do you think's going to happen there? You have any opinion there, or for a better way I should phrase this, what do you think we should do?
Well, I was watching Mike Bartner yesterday, and he was talking about how he would retool the Islanders, and he said, "All right, well, if somebody came begging for a goaltender, we'd pony up and consider that because they have other positions of need.
Right.
They have a couple. They have like one or 2 stars on the team right now, and certainly that could develop for them. But in terms of like the window to actually be a contending team for them, getting those assets for somebody like Ilya Sorokin would be pretty awesome. So I don't know. That was just the first thought I had off the top of my head.
Right. Yeah, we're all here. The Panther fans we kind of all thought that, tonight's last game. It's a home game. I think most of us kind of figured Bob would start tonight, but he's not. So I guess we're antsy. You know what I mean? It's not a good. We've got such a great team. Obviously, when they come back, healthy and all of that. But then at the same time, it's like, hey, you kind of need the goaltender, and the free agent market is just not anything out. Bob is still going to be, if he hits free agency, he's still the best free agent goalie. You know what I mean? And so, if you let him walk, then you're in a position of having to give up assets to go get a guy. Of course, if we win the draft lottery, I should say when we win the draft lottery, that could help us. I don't know if you necessarily want to trade the first pick in the draft for a goalie. That seems like it's a bit high, but I guess if we get McKenna, we won't need a goalie. But if we end up with 5 or 6, maybe we could move that. I would prefer. I mean, I prefer Shesterkin, but that ain't never going to happen. In terms of if we had to trade for a guy, my preference is to re-sign Bob, and just pay him what he wants. But I also understand the argument against that, right? But we've only got such a window that's left that it's just this limited amount of goalies, limited number of goalies out there that are going to, be able to plug and play into a team that's like, okay, so we expect we're not even like we expect to win the cup. We're like, we expect to win 2 or 3 in the next 5. You know what I mean? It's just like the expectations coming in are astronomical. So
yeah, and I mean, shoot, look at the cup window versus how a couple teams in that division have come on so strongly and have younger talent, right? Canadians and Sabres.
Yeah. No, it's definitely going to be rough sailing in the Atlantic for quite some time, because once you take out, if you discount the Leafs, and I don't mean to discount them, but if you put them off to the side, every team in the division is realistically a playoff possible team, for the most part. You know what I mean? Tampa's not going anywhere. Boston seems to have settled into at least being a playoff expectation, playoff bubble team. You got Florida's not going anywhere. Now Montreal, like I said, now Buffalo is we could just count on Buffalo, just being bad, and now they win the friggin' division. So what it really comes down to in the East this year, I kind of feel like this could be Tampa and the Canes kind of, I don't want to say it's their last hurrah, but if they want to sneak one in before some of these other teams get really good, or if before Florida comes back again, it might be their last opportunity.
Which team's last opportunity?
Tampa or the Canes.
Tampa or the Canes. I personally don't. I mean, I'm somebody who has followed the Hurricanes a lot in the past. I don't know if they're actually going to even make the conference finals. The goaltending on that team is, Freddie Anderson had his moments where he faltered for them in the playoffs. He actually had a really good statistically really good last year, and then it's just that his play only gets you so far. And this year has been bad for him. It's been actually pretty bad for Brandon Bussey over the past, I want to say, like 6 weeks or something. I looked through the stats. His save percentage is .861 in his last 14 games or something of that sort. So I think the Senators might actually pull off the upset because they have enough weapons to go against Carolina's defense. Right. I think that's going to be a closer series than it's letting on for real. Yeah,
and Omar, he's up and down, but it'd be weird seeing Matthew rooting for Brady this year too. That's another whole part to the whole thing. So, and then Matthew's wife just had the baby, so he's playing tonight. So hopefully everybody stays healthy. That's what we've gotten to now, Nick, is if we can make it through a game with nobody breaking a bone, it's been successful.
Yeah. What's the latest on Barkov's recovery?
Oh, they never said officially that he would have been ready for the playoffs, but he was practicing with no contact jersey, obviously. I think as they started to realize there wasn't going to be any playoffs, that they kind of just put him into a different, like, okay, you're still rehabbing, but we're not trying to push it. You know what I mean? Because now he's got a full summer. But everything we've heard is good. We saw him on the ice, and I mean, you know, it was a short segment of watching him move back and forth and move around, but it looked pretty good. You know, it looked pretty good. So as far as we know, everybody's supposed to be back healthy next year. And then we just got to figure out who the fourth line is, because we've got so many guys that we've got under contract. And, you know, I don't think Nosek is coming back. He just broke his leg yesterday or the other day. So we got a ton of decisions to make there. But really, we could quite literally, if you looked at the guys under contract, forwards and defense, we could just do nothing and have a completely ready to go Stanley Cup caliber team. We just need to figure out the goaltending, and that's it. So I personally, the longer this has gone on, at the beginning of the season, I thought for sure Bob's going to get like 3x8. It's all good. Everything's fine. And now that we're, you know, last day of the year and no contract, it just really makes you wonder to the point of like, well, what's he asking for that it's not gotten done yet? You know, and we've heard rumors that he wants, you know, more money than we want to pay him, that he wants a longer term than we want to give him. And I'm kind of assuming, and I could be wrong, obviously, but I'm assuming that like if he was going to sign at 3 years, even at 10, like 3 times 10, I kind of feel like that would have just been done long ago. Like he'd have been like, all right, no problem. You know what I mean?
Especially with the season he's had. If he's making away, or if he's making off with 10 million for even 1 year, he's coming out a champion with, you know.
Well, the other part to that, I did a video earlier in the season where I went over every goal that Bobrovsky had given up in the games that we lost. And, dude, 60 to 70% of the time when I freeze frame the video before the goal is going to get scored, there's 1 or 2 opponents right in front of Bob with no Panther to be found. Like, it's been awful. It's been awful. So I appreciate you hanging out with us for a little bit, Nick. I gotta go because we're stacked with the guests, man. But I'm happy I was able to get to see you. I know we haven't had a whole lot of time this year, but I'm hoping everything works out for you. I'm hoping we get to see you next year a little bit on the channel. Maybe get the Sharks in the playoffs for you. Get you some action that way. You know, you did the work. You earned it. You weren't, you know what I mean?
It's funny because really 2019 was the last time we were in the playoffs, and I made some content around that, but I didn't even have 1,000 subscribers. I had like 150, and then, you know, I was there at the tank when they beat the Golden Knights in Game 7, and I was like, wait, maybe there's something to this YouTube thing that I should keep doing. Somebody even came up to me, I think it was in the next round. They were like, hey, I saw you on YouTube. So I want to kind of re-experience that energy. It's going to be tough living that state, but once the Sharks are actually good, maybe no matter what's going on in my life, I'll just be like, you know what, I'm gonna enjoy the roller coaster with as many people as I can. Got to find some more Sharks fans here in Idaho, but
as a Panther fan, I can tell you, winning cures that. Winning cures it all, man. I had 750 subscribers until we won the President's Trophy. Like, I was stuck at 750 for like 2 years. Like, it was 751, 750. I mean, it was just like I didn't exist, even though I was putting out stuff. But as soon as we started to win, oh, look at that, you know? So it's Mr. like Donna's saying, Jaws, I had to wait forever for us to be good.
Oh, right? Oops, I typed in your chat. My bad.
I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't type. Nick has, that's great.
That's funny. My bad. That's right.
No, that's okay, man. I was wondering, I'm like, is Kyle chatting somewhere? I didn't even.
Yeah, Kyle would, he would do something like that to me. I remember I came over to your house 2 years ago. First thing we do is he sits me down and he makes me watch not just one, but two
I know.
legacy of failure videos
I
for my
know.
favorite teams. It was hilarious that was his hospitality, and
That's
I
Kyle.
loved every second of it,
It's
frankly.
Kyle, man. All right, Nick. I appreciate you, bud. We'll be in touch. Thank you again for hanging out with us. All right. And
My pleasure.
yeah, we'll text during the playoffs, man. I'm sure we'll have some fun.
You bet. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to come on if you want to do something around that. And,
Yeah.
it's great seeing everybody sticking with you through the 10 years, or even if they had just joined during the cup runs. And I can't wait till you hit the 10,000 milestone. And
Yep.
yeah.
This year, we're going to do it this playoff run. We're going to do it. Yep. All right, buddy. I appreciate you. We'll see you again soon, okay?
All right. Catch you later, guys.
Yep.
Thanks for chatting with me.
Thanks, buddy. All right. Let me go get Kyle. We've got two more here. I'm waiting on the next to the last guest. Let me go grab him. I'll be right back with everybody. Okay. Kyle. Come on, let's go. All right, get in the chair. Get in here. I think my phone's on the chair, so you have to lift it up. And we'll get you set up that way. Because for whatever reason, it just doesn't want to work the other way. Let me see if
You want to see?
yeah, give me this, because you see who's there, but you see who's not there. Okay, let me get you set up here. There's that. All right, so we're waiting on our next to the last guest. Somebody's we're waiting. Let me know if you got your audio. Oh, geez, hold on a second. Why am I getting that? Let me go reconnect it, because it's the Wi-Fi. Boy, it just doesn't want you to participate, doesn't it?
So the hockey stick just
Yeah, well, help me out there. Don't just there.
Well, where am I
Here, just hand it. Just hand it. All right, engage with the chat.
All right.
Okay, I'm doing this for whatever reason.
Kenneth says, "Don't worry, Kyle. The 10-year stream only comes around once every 10 years. Soon you can relax." Oh. So. Colin says that was Samuel's ghost there. That was probably one of these chairs colliding against the wall and then falling. The hockey stick just fell right down. Derek says, "Hello. Hello. The stick, I know."
I'll fix it. I'm waiting. You know who I'm waiting for. You know who's supposed to be here.
Yeah.
He's no showing. Okay. I see. I had it like this.
The tags are also covering.
Yeah, I know. There we go. Okay. That should be good. All right. So I have a feeling. Talk to the chat. I'm going to call him.
All right.
Because what the hell?
Beck says, off with their heads. Off with their... Hey, that was what Bonus said to about his players after that game last night. Spaceman says, hey, Jaws and Kyle made something in honor. You made something in honor of the 10-year anniversary in the community chat. Whew. So Vegas is playing tonight. All they need is at least 1 point against the Kraken, and they are guaranteed to win the division, which would mean it would lock the Oilers, Ducks, and Kings into a battle for second, third place in the Pacific and last wild card. So, last minute, apparently the Lightning are not going to play Vazzy today. Well, they can't win the division, correct? They're already locked into the series against the Canadiens. In fact, the Canadiens have already played 82 games, so the Lightning are in no danger of losing home ice advantage. Vegas is guaranteed a point every game with all those overtime games. The LA Kings are telling them to hold their drink. 19 overtime. No, excuse me. Make that 20 overtime and shootout losses. 20. The Kings have had all of 22 regulation wins on the season. No other team across the entire league is making the playoffs with that few regulation wins.
All right, so before we bring on our last guest, I have something I have to play for everybody that Hungary did for us. So before I bring on our last guest, let me share the screen. And this is something Hungary did.
"20 overtime and shootout losses." 20. That's what the LA Kings did.
I think this is it. Or this is it. Okay. So this Hungary put this together for us. And if you've been coming to the noon streams, you know this is Steve Dangle and Alex Jones if they had a baby.
Hey, hi, hello. Today's a special video. I just want to take a moment to congratulate Jaws and Kyle from Flying Fluffy Hockey on 10 years of content creation. 10 years of uploads, 10 years of dedication, 10 years of covering the Florida Panthers. That's incredible. Truly, a decade of loyalty to a team that eventually rewarded you must be such a unique experience. Because you see, where I come from, 10 years is not a celebration. It's a sample size of pain. But this isn't about me. This is about you guys. Jaws, Kyle, 10 years, you built something awesome. A real community. Fans that are excited, optimistic, hopeful. Hope, what's that like? No, because I've been thinking about this. 10 years, that lines up too perfectly. You start your channel, Panthers are irrelevant. You keep grinding, building momentum, and then suddenly they're good? That's not development. That's a long-term plot line. They lulled the league to sleep. Oh, it's Florida. Nobody cares. Boom, playoff runs. Boom, competence. Boom, fans having fun. Meanwhile, in Toronto, we invented new ways to lose. But hey, that's not your fault. And genuinely, no sarcasm, congrats. 10 years on YouTube is no joke. Most channels don't last 2 months. You guys stuck with it. You earned your audience. And you even timed it perfectly with your team figuring things out. Incredible timing. Just unbelievable timing. So here's to 10 years of flying fluffy hockey. Here's to Jaws and Kyle. Here's to success, growth, and apparently watching your team not ruin your life every spring.
Oh my God, that ending was great.
So what was that?
Oh, I'll have to play it for you. We got to get you up here so you can hear. That was great. Oh my God. All right, let's get you set up here. So we're moving early to our last guest because next to our last guest just no-showed. So what was supposed to happen right now was Brother Gene was supposed to be on, and he was supposed to be showing you all of his inaugural year stuff. He's got all the glass pucks, and he's got all the crystal, all that stuff, and he has just fallen asleep, I guess, and just put your headphones on. He's just abandoned us. So let me get you set
Making
up.
me look responsible over here.
Huh?
Uncle Gene's saving my
Yeah,
ass.
he's saving your ass. All right, so let me get this. Well, let me get it to live. Or do I have to go this way? Okay, so you're obviously going to be a few seconds behind,
Hold on.
but you can hear me because hopefully you'll be able to hear them. Because but you got sound here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it might get a bit distracting. Why don't I could leave the room and just respond while
You're not, and you're only watching it. Remember, you're not on. Just so, yeah, exactly. Hey, Spaceman, you made a bobblehead of us? Oh, I'll have to check the pictures in the community chat. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me get to it. Hold on. Bear with me. All right. No, actually, I need to go here. Hold on a second. Here we go. No, I need this. This is what I need. Okay. Here we go. Spaceman, I'm not seeing it. Oh, newest. Let me try newest. Here we go. Nope, there's a dog short there, Spaceman, but the picture that you're saying, I'm not seeing it. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, yeah. Let me get that shared. I see it now. Just bear with me, everybody. This is awesome, Spaceman. Okay. Now I got you. Here we go. Look at that. That is awesome. You see the picture of Fluffy? Oh, is that not great? I got my weights. You've got the gold medal. The other weights are down here. That is awesome, Spaceman. You've got the cup. You got
Why
Fluffy.
do you look like Mel Gibson?
Have you not met your father? Look at me. Huh? You got Kyle's hair just right. You're just jealous because you have hair. That's what the problem is. You want to be bald like me. This is sweet.
That's definitely fake news.
You're lucky you won't go bald.
So how did he make this?
I'm not sure how we did it, but that doesn't matter. That's just beautiful. Let me see. Oh, what does the hat say?
The
Adding.
it's AI.
Yeah, of course. But the hat, well, I can't read it. It's in Russian. That says Florida in Russian. That's what it is. Thank you, Spaceman. That's awesome. Thank you, bud. Much appreciated. That was great. That was a cool t-shirt idea. That's true. Okay. All right. So our last guest, you guys are ready? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready.
Yeah, Jaws is a mix of Clooney and Gibson.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I know I've seen my face from that thing where I've seen that sort of expression before.
I don't know. All right. So the you two, yes, you're ready? Give me the thumbs up if you're ready. They don't. Yeah, I got one finger. All right. So Miss Shaw says we are not ready. It is not Trey. It was supposed to be Brother Gene and then the last guest. But Brother Gene will forever be known as, we'll have to find a new name for him because he just totally dipped out. But instead, it's not. No, Trey was supposed to be here earlier. Trey couldn't make it. Yeah, ban Trey. Yeah, Jameson, we'll have to ban Trey. Exactly. So you guys would never expect what you're about to see here. I'm not making it up, but everybody say hello to my parents. It's Grandma and Grandpa. It's the original. It's the original Mr. Jaws and Mrs. Jaws. Hello, we can hear you. Speak.
You can hear us?
But you
Yeah,
can't see
you're
us.
on. You were live. You were live.
Oh,
Okay, because we can't see ourselves,
Okay.
so we don't know if
but
we're in.
we know what
Well,
we look
come a
like,
little
so
bit
that's
closer
okay.
together. The two of
Actually,
you
the
both
bobblehead
move.
looks more like me than you.
There you go. Yeah,
How's
move a
that?
little bit closer together. There you go. Now, perfect. You're perfect. You're right on camera.
How about if we move back a little bit?
No. Well, okay, yeah.
Okay.
That's good. That's
Like I
good.
said, the bobblehead looks more like me than you.
The bobblehead look. Well, that's okay. That's all right. So at least we didn't have to deal with Brother Gene. So apparently.
Congratulations.
So what's the story
but
you wanted
we want
to tell?
Congratulate you on your wonderful 10 years of.
He's talking.
Thank you.
Pardon
It's
me?
what's that? Go ahead.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
I was asking Mom what was the
Okay,
story.
well, first of all,
He's on Wi-Fi. Are you on Wi-Fi or are you
Yeah.
on your phone?
Yeah.
to tell about the first time that Eric met you. No,
Yeah,
we're
go
on
ahead.
our phone.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's just the two of us. We're doing the
Right.
best we can. We're old people, you know. Old people with no skills.
Oh, this is great. This is great. Tell
And we
the
see
story.
ourselves in the other screen and make it kind of difficult.
it's fun.
Yeah, but we can
Okay.
see you. We can
You're
hear
talking
you.
about when I first met you.
Yeah, tell the story. I'm going to shut up. You tell
Okay.
the story.
When I went out on a date. I went out on a date with your father, and we came back to the and wanted me to meet.
Are you me?
So he's he's standing over there looking at me as you come running up, slap me, and ask me, "Are you going to be my new mommy?"
Yeah.
So obviously, he wanted to go right down into the floor. He was so mortified. But hey, look.
Out of the mouth of babes.
Yeah.
Basically,
So
what it
you
was.
knew before we knew.
Yeah. Well,
It was
you know,
only our second date.
was only this. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That now, ladies and gentlemen, or gentlemen,
But that was
especially,
over 50 years ago.
for those of you who watch the men's channel, I do not recommend what my father did, which is was introduce his date to his kid on the second date. Don't do that in real life. Okay? The only reason it worked for my dad is because I was so adorable that she
Yeah,
decided
you'll end
she'd
up
put
getting married to her.
Oh man.
Choose
Yeah,
your words carefully, Eric.
All right. Well, we just wanted everybody to see.
Anyway, I want to. I wanted to congratulate you and Kyle. You've worked very, very hard for 10 years. And who knew that when you were 4 years old and we gave you the nickname Screen Test, that's what you would have. Amazing. Who knew?
Yeah. Yeah.
Eric used to have a little record player in his room, and he would play the Mickey Mouse Club record.
Uh-oh, now you're sorry, right?
Dance around in circles in the room. And of course, it was Mommy and Daddy. Watch me.
Yeah.
Watch
Watch
me.
me.
Watch
Watch
me.
me. Yeah. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Well,
That's why you got the name Screen Test.
yeah. Yeah, that was my nickname. I'm helping them out because the Wi-Fi is cutting in and out. But what he's saying was that was my nickname was Screen Test, because you guys might have figured out by now. I like to just do skits and have people watch me, apparently. So yeah, that was, I had forgotten about the Mickey Mouse Club. I had forgotten about that one for sure. The chat knows a lot of the stories. If they come to the noon streams, they know about the time I was in tights and I danced in the play in high school. They know the stuff. I think Grandma and Grandpa froze up. I think Grandma and Grandpa have frozen up. Do they give the special bad Wi-Fi to our parents? Yeah. They're gone. They're gone.
All right.
But it's a good picture.
Let's see.
It's a good picture. So that was my parents. Now, what was supposed to happen? Maybe he'll come back. Maybe he'll come back in. What was supposed to happen was he was going to give us his signature phrase. So hold on a second. Oh, he's gone. Maybe he'll come back in.
Disconnected.
Maybe he'll come back in. I want him to give us his signature phrase. Try to come back into the chat so you can give us your signature phrase before I close the stream. We'll give him a minute. Brother Gene just fell asleep. My dad is going to be 80 in August, Vincent. He's going to be 80. So, yeah. And I'm only 24. So, that's it's pretty incredible. You know? I'm actually younger than Kyle is. I don't know how he did that. So, all right, Kyle. I'm going to let Kyle go because he's going to just I'm going to move out of my way.
It's almost time to get ready.
Yes, I know. I wouldn't want you to just go ahead.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll see you all at about 7.
You'll be back for the game stream.
yeah, it was at least nice to see the grandparents, and it's awesome to hang out with you guys.
All right. So he's not even getting my text. So I'm not going to give you my mom's age, though. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Well, they're gone. I'm going to have to get my dad on camera. I'll have him. Hold on a second. I'm going to close the stream so you can just take a video of it at some point. All right. Okay. I'm going to go get myself some coffee and get ready. We got to get set up downstairs for the game stream. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We had a lot of fun. Thank you for everybody that super chatted. I know I was talking with people and missed a bunch of stuff, but I don't dance the Mickey Mouse. So do I dance the Mickey Mouse right before every Panthers game? Shit. Now I'm going to have to do it. So, yeah, good times, man. I appreciate that, Bucks. So, all right, guys. So, yeah, by about 2 or 3 minutes after 7, so give us 10 minutes to get set up downstairs. All right. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you in 10 minutes.